Toscano and a rundowner is it?
Tower hits this one, the rocket, and diving catch.
They're going to throw home, he's safe. The throw to first, he's safe. Throw to first, that's laced right at the second baseman. Wave us up one, over to first, double play. There's a little bouncer to second, nope, stay in shape. This is a little bouncer, going to be a tough play. And they lose it, and he's going to be safe, and the run's going to score. 2-2 pitch. Hit well, hit deep, hit high, it's fair, it's gone. Home run.
It's going to be 78 degrees, clear, and just a few clouds in the sky, but the sun is shining, and it's beautiful weather for baseball. Good evening, everybody. I'm Steve Tressler, and it's time for Lexington Legends Baseball. I have a surprise for you tonight. We've got an analyst that's going to join the broadcast tonight, and this will be her very first time calling the games with us, so we're excited for that. And that is none other than the one and only Ashley Grigsby. She will join the broadcast. And I'll tell you this, I'm so excited to have her join because she has a great baseball mind. And every time I talk to her, I'm more impressed with how much she knows about the game of baseball. So she'll be coming in and joining with us. We want to welcome you to Lexington, Kentucky's Wild Health Field. This is the third game in the series. The Legends have already pulled off the win here as far as the series go by winning the first two games. They won game one in the 10th inning, and that was on Tuesday night. They came back yesterday and won the second game in the 10th inning. And, boy, I tell you what, between these two teams coming into this series, it was all Genomes all the time. They had won 19 games and only lost 9 to the Legends. But the Legends have had enough of hearing about that, obviously, because the last two nights, the last two games, I should say, they have willed themselves to the win. You're talking about Tuesday night, we thought everything was over, and then Brandon Phillips, the future Hall of Famer, came up and hit a 340-foot shot to left field to tie it up in the bottom of the ninth. And that was after the game was tied after 8 innings. Chris Shaw of the Genomes hit a home run. In the top of the ninth, you thought it was over. Not so fast, my friend. Brandon Phillips came up, tied it up, and they won in the bottom of the 10th in a walk-off fashion with Manuel Geraldo, who gets the game-winning walk-off RBI. Yesterday, they walked Manuel Geraldo because they didn't want him to hit the game-winning RBI, but another Legends player stepped forward, and they did it. So the Legends have shown up, and they have won in legendary fashion, needless to say, the last two nights. But 2 nights does not make a season. We will see if they can pull off the very rare sweep of the Genomes tonight. They've already moved the Genomes out of the first place standing in the wild card race. Now they want to move them completely out of that race and gain some ground for themselves going into the second half here. With only a month left of the season, literally 1 month from today, September 18th is the last game of the season, can the Legends pull off something legendary? We're going to find out. It starts tonight as we begin the countdown for the last 30 days of the regular season. So we'll be back in just a minute with starting lineups, and Ashley Grigsby will be joining us. And let's welcome her to the broadcast. We'll be right back, everybody. This is Lexington Legends Baseball. We'll come back with starting lineups right after this. Welcome back to Lexington, Kentucky's Wild Health Field, everybody. It's time for Lexington Legends baseball. This is the 22nd season of Legends baseball. First season, 2001. And the Legends began the year with a win that year. This year, the 22nd season of Legends baseball. And they are right here. It has been a number of names. It was Applebee's Park the first 10 years, then Whitaker Bank Ballpark for the next 10. And now it is Wild Health Field. And the new team, the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes, in their inaugural season, have played some very good baseball, especially as of late. The Genomes started the year as a losing team at the bottom of the barrel and have since climbed their way out, and right now are 19-18 here in the second half. If you look at the wild card race, they are a half game behind High Point, but they're still very much in the running. The Legends right now are 15 games out of the wild card. However, they're only, if you look in the standings for the second half, they're only 9 games out in the second half out of the division race. So if they could put together a winning streak or at least win most of the games to close out the season, there's a real chance they'll be in the running to make that final spot in the playoffs. But before we get there, we've got to play tonight. And with that said, let me start with a starting lineup for the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes, and then I'll turn it over to Ashley Grigsby, and she'll give you the starting lineup for the Lexington Legends. Ashley, first of all, welcome to the broadcast. I'm so glad you're with us. This is going to be your very first broadcast. How do you feel?
I'm feeling good. I've been excited, a bit of like a nervous excitement all day long, and just trying to get prepared for everything. And I feel like we're coming off of an awesome 2-game win streak for the Legends, and yeah, we're gonna see what happens tonight.
All right. And go ahead and tell everybody who the umpire and crew will be for tonight, Ashley.
We have Bob Howard on third base. We have Marvin King first base, and Cedric Coleman at home.
All right, home plate umpire Cedric Coleman. And now for the starting lineups. And let me check the levels over here before we do that. All right, here we go. First for the visiting Kentucky Wild Health Genomes, batting first, the third baseman, number 9, Luke Becker. Batting second, playing first base, number 34, Chris Shaw. The designated hitter, batting third, number 8, Chris Davis. Batting fourth, second baseman, number 25, Jimmy Paredes. Batting fifth, playing right field, number 20, Moises Sierra. Batting sixth, playing left field, and back in the lineup after a long time, Felix P.A., number 12. Playing center field tonight for the Genomes and batting seventh is 00 Yuri Perez. Batting eighth and catching, number 16, Austin Rye. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 4, Gavin Johns. And the left-hander, Ryan Kellogg, will be on the mound for the Genomes tonight. And Ashley, go ahead and talk to us about the Lexington Legends.
Thanks, Steve. I've got batting first, center fielder Teodoro Martinez, wearing number 9. Batting second, we have Tillman Pugh, playing right field, wearing number 15. Batting third, playing center field. Your handwriting here. Batting third, playing left field is Courtney Hawkins, wearing number 26. Batting fourth, Isaiah Stejeda, playing first base, wearing number 13. We have our designated hitter, batting fifth in Philip Irvin, wearing number 27. Batting sixth is Montrell Marshall, playing third, wearing number 22. Batting seventh, we have Manuel Giraldo, playing shortstop, wearing number 18. We have batting eighth and catching is Pete Jorgen, number 25. Batting ninth is Trey Hunt, wearing number 5 and playing second base. And our starting pitcher tonight is David LeBron, right-hand pitcher, wearing number 10.
All right, thank you, Ashley. So there is the starting lineup for the Genomes and for the and for the Lexington Legends. We are getting ready for the first pitch in just a moment. The managers are out there exchanging lineup cards. And as you can see here, as they exchange the lineups, you get a shot of the dugout there. She told you home plate umpire Cedric Coleman, first base umpire Marvin King, and third base umpire Bob Howard. You got a look at the Legends dugout there. And we are just about ready for baseball. We'll have the national anthem. It is $1 beer and $1 Pepsi tonight, so come on out to the ballpark, bring the family, and let's enjoy some Lexington Legends and Kentucky Wild Health Genomes baseball, everybody. We'll be back in just a moment after the starting lineup, and we'll be ready for live baseball from Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. I'm Steve Tressler with my colleague and friend Ashley Grigsby, and we'll bring you baseball action live right here in just a moment. Be right back, everybody.
So can she hear it all?
Huh?
Can she hear it at all?
Yeah.
Can you tell?
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna trade mics with her. And see, it might be the mic. Here. And we'll do a sound check right now. Let's do a sound check, okay? I'm gonna put her up a little bit.
And then turn the other one down.
Yeah. You just.
I can mute you.
All right, so thanks everybody for sticking with us through the sound checks there. We actually discovered something that we already knew. I'm really loud, Ashley is not. That's it, that's what we found out. I talk loud because I have a big mouth. Ashley does not. She has a normal size mouth that says normal things at a normal volume. So that's all right though. And we are just about ready for live action. I don't think the first pitch is going to be 6:35. Looks like 6:40. And thank you, Logan, for your comment there about not being able to hear Ashley. Hopefully you can hear her better now. Ashley, go ahead and talk for us.
Hopefully you can hear me now. I'm going to probably yell this entire game, and I think that's okay.
All right, so hopefully you guys got it. Colin, hello. And we probably won't have the YouTube comments up during the game, but I just want to tell everybody thanks for joining us. And we will take a quick break, and we'll come back with action from right here at Wild Health Field. It's going to be Legends and Genomes. Game 3, can the Genomes get the sweep or can the Legends get the sweep, I should say. Excuse me, Lexington Legends. Or can the Genomes somehow ruin the fun and pull a win out before they hit the road? The Legends stay in town for a 3-game series beginning tomorrow night with Bobblehead Night with Macy Morris. They bring the Staten Island Fairy Hawks into town. And Ashley, you got a job tomorrow, so you better learn to talk loud tonight, because tomorrow, what are you doing here? You're the...
I'm gonna be Bill.
Yeah, you're Bill Sally. You're the public address announcer. So she's got back-to-back nights where she has to actually sound words out and use her mouth to talk instead of using her little powerful computer she's always on. She's usually studying stats and making videos, but we'll get it all figured out. So, hey, thanks for joining us. It's time for baseball, and Bill Sally's going to give the starting lineup for Lexington Legends. Then we'll have the national anthem, and then we will be back on with baseball from right here at Wild Health Field as the Legends go for the sweep. Join us, everybody. We'll be right back. But we are ready to go. I'm Steve Tressler. This is Ashley Grigsby. We are ready for Lexington Legends baseball, Game 3 of the 3-game series. And here's the second baseman, Luke Becker, a former University of Kentucky standout. And he looks at ball one up top. Second half so far, the Genomes 19 and 18, the Legends 16 and 20. So really just a 3-game difference between the two. And that one in there for strike one, 1-1.
That's a 89 mile per hour pitch there from LeBron.
LeBron kicks and fires the right-hander on a 1-1. Becker hits this one, a line drive into right. It'll bounce into fair territory and into the corner. Tillman Pugh, it looks like, running that one down over there in right field and fires it in. But Becker leads off the top of the first here with a stand-up double.
I can say I've been very impressed with the Genomes hitting so far. Lindsey Gardner, their hitting coach, has them really hitting those corners.
Oh, she's fantastic. I've watched her, and that's a great point. I've watched her over there in the box coaching these players, and if you think that she was brought on as just somebody who they needed to fill a quota to have a woman on the staff, you're wrong. She is a baseball coach, a hitting coach, and a good one at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chris Shaw stepping in, 272, 15 home runs, 53 RBIs. Top of the first, one on, nobody out here. And LeBron from the stretch now kicks and fires outside, ball one. Great day for baseball. Temperature in the 70s. Was 86 just a couple hours ago. Now we're at 79, 80, right in that range. The left-handed Shaw, 1 ball, no strikes to him. LeBron kicks and fires, and this one hits the corner, 1-1. Give us a little on Shaw there. I know he's got 15 home runs and 53 RBIs, but he's not a switch hitter. He's a former San Francisco Giants player, and I want to say he gets walked a lot.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the numbers of on-base percentage, suggests that. I haven't looked fully into Shaw yet, so I'm pulling that up right now. But I know that when he gets it, he's got 15 home runs in the season. I mean,
That one outside, 2-1.
he's a dangerous hitter.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the Genomes hitters are just that. They're threats.
Yeah, now they're stacked. 1, 2, 3. I mean, they're stacked because Luke Becker can hit for power and average. Shaw can hit for power and average, and even when he doesn't, he gets on base typically. Davis, and you don't need to say much about him, former Major League Baseball home run champion, the Atlantic League. Shaw, I believe, gets walked more than anybody else on the Genomes roster, and that's a big feather in his cap because a lot of times pitchers aren't throwing to him because Becker's already on base. And where he stands now, we're looking at 3 balls, 1 strike to him. And
yeah, he's definitely a patient batter.
hey, there's a swing and a miss.
And I feel like that's what gets him, maybe sometimes into a little trouble with some of those umpires because when he's looking at those pitches, he might disagree a bit.
And he's vocal about it.
Yeah. he's vocal.
And umpires don't like to be challenged. And, the same way a police officer wouldn't want to be challenged if he pulls somebody over. They don't like the arguments because they feel like they should have the final say. And swing and a miss here. And after being ahead in the count 3-1, Shaw goes down swinging. That's out number 1. And strikeout number 1 for David LeBron.
That's right. And, LeBron's out here. He's pitching well. He's being really consistent. Everyone's looking for that swing strike. You can't debate that.
Yeah. Nope. Nothing to talk about there. So 1 out, 1 on as the former American League home run champion for the Oakland A's steps in. Chris Davis won the home run crown in 2018. He had 48 home runs, and that was enough to take home the crown. Although Aaron Judge that particular year. Aaron Judge was the first one to 40 home runs in 2018, but it was Chris Davis standing right there in the batter's box that actually won the crown that year. Game 3 of the very exciting series, one of the more exciting series that I can remember in the last few years here at Wild Health Field, is the Legends have just somehow miraculously pulled off the last 2 games, trailing most of the way in each one of those games and coming up with a win each time in extra innings. That pace of play runner being a huge help both times. Runner goes here, Becker runs, and the pitch gets by Jorgen. So that one was that fouled off? Yeah, that was fouled off. So he'll have to head on back to second base. So they get a little break there as Becker returns to second. 1 out, and Chris Davis with an 0-2 count. So David LeBron way ahead here.
Yeah, and I feel like just with the Legends wins and the extra innings and things like that, you see them at home all the time, but they're not always home against the Genomes, and so I feel like that has been an advantage, at least for this series.
Here's the 0-2. LeBron from the stretch, kicks and fires, and just misses that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Davis. Becker's still at second, has not decided to go, and I want to think that pitch he fouled off may have been a hit-and-run scenario because he has not tried to steal at any other point here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here, top of the first. Genomes and Legends no score. And the right-hander, David LeBron, on the mound. And here's the 1-2. And this one up top, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That was a fastball at 89 miles an hour, just missing.
Trey Hunt's back there. He's got a lot of action at second. I don't know if he's trying to get LeBron's attention for that, for the throwdown or what, but I just see him making a lot more movement than the Phillies would back there.
And just trying to keep Becker on his toes so he doesn't try to get too big of a lead here. And Becker may be going because he's way off. Davis hits this one hard, but not fair as it bounces foul safely. Great effort by Trey Hunt running that way and trying to make the catch, as did Manuel Geraldo. It looks like, Isaiah Tejeda and Tillman Pugh. And Tejeda says, you know what, we don't need this ball, you take it. And so a little youngster there gets a souvenir, and always makes it worth going to the game when you leave with something.
That's right, I actually brought a ball for you because I know you collect
yes.
it to give to the kids, so I
yes.
with me to make sure I add it to your collection. I don't know how many you have with
You know what, tonight I didn't make it. Usually she's referring to the fact that I go back behind the stadium and find batting practice balls that were hit out and give those to kids that are up here in the seats. Hey, thank you so much. And this will definitely make it to a kid's hands tonight. That pitch there misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Full count on Davis. So we like to, while we're up here in the booth, toss the ball down to a kid because you know what? It's always more fun when you get a baseball when you go to the game. Here, that belongs to you. You take that home with you as well.
Thanks. Yeah, those baseballs are definitely hot commodities. All the kids are always asking for them. So I'm glad to help
on this. Okay.
Let's talk about that right there. Full count here on Chris Davis.
Long stare down right here.
David LeBron on the mound from Homestead, Florida. He was drafted 2018 by the Texas Rangers in the 26th round, played at Tampa. And here's the payoff. And that one struck him out as he fired that pitch right by him. And that's a called third strike on Chris Davis. Davis was sure he had a walk there, but that's not going to be the case. So back-to-back strikeouts now for David LeBron. And there's 2 outs, and that'll bring Jimmy Paredes up to the plate, the second baseman for the Genomes. Paredes, one of the better hitters on the team. Paredes batting .287. And what does he have on the home run and RBI numbers there?
He's got 12 home runs and 49 ribbies on the season. And he's, again, another serious batter,
And first pitch here to Paredes, outside, ball 1.
All these guys are very much near 300, and I know that. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And so yeah, and I know that LeBron's, definitely going to deliberate on all of these guys coming up. On top of that, we've got Paredes, who's a switch hitter. When he's battles go.
And that always makes it difficult too when you're a manager and you're making the lineup card or you're putting a pitcher out there. If you face a team with a lot of switch hitters, it makes no difference if you have a lefty or a righty on the mound. So the Genomes have 2 switch hitters. Legends only have 1. So both of these managers, they think, hey, do I want a lefty up there or a righty? They look at the numbers. How does this team hit lefties? How do they hit righties? That makes a big difference to them.
Yeah, on that switch, I'm definitely going to look at.
And 2-0 misses, count 3-0 now.
I'm definitely looking for the split.
Yeah.
I want to know those numbers as well.
Yeah. And you can bet P.J. Phillips does just that. 3-0 count here to Paredes. 1 on 2 outs, top of the first, no score here in Lexington at Wild Health Field. And as you look at the on-screen graphic there that says first inning, the T, that little T is top of the first. So, and that one in there for a strike from LeBron. Fastball at 88 miles an hour. So 3 balls, 1 strike now to JP. LeBron was born in Homestead, Florida. He's got a birthday coming up next month. A couple weeks here, 3 weeks. And that one misses, and Paredes will take first base. So now the Genomes are in business with 2 on and 2 out here in the top of the first. And that will bring up Moises Sierra, the former major leaguer. Now Pete Jorgen wants to talk to his pitcher out there, David LeBron, so he heads out there.
Yeah, it's important to check those signs. That was not an official visit, so hopefully he's got those signs together.
And explain what you mean by that, Ashley. When you say it wasn't an official visit, explain what you're telling everybody there. What does that mean?
It just means that they have the 2 official visits and they have to pull David LeBron. So that one was not an official visit.
And that's what the umpire's going out there for, to see if what they're talking about is if it's signs, they don't get charged with that official visit, right?
That's correct.
And if they are talking about the batter and what they need to do or telling the pitcher something that relates to him, then the umpire would say, hey, that's an official. He'll give a 1 to each dugout, and then after that second one, then they have to pull him out. So that's when she's saying that's what you're talking about, right?
That's right.
So the umpire that time said no charge on that visit there. That was just them working their signs out. And now he fakes a throw and steps off the mound, and that sends Luke Becker back to second base. So 2 on 2 outs. Moises Sierra, the former Washington National, former Blue Jay, former New York Yankee, and had a good career in the major leagues. Wore number 14 as a Blue Jay, 25 when he played for the Yankees, 49 when he played for the Nationals. And he hits this ball straightaway center, going back and settling underneath it, and making the catch for the final out is Martinez. So that will do it. They leave 2 stranded, and the Legends are coming up. No score yet, but the Legends have something to say about it. They'll be on the board soon here after a half inning. No score. We'll be back. Legends coming up right after this. Welcome back to Wild Hill Field here in Lexington, Kentucky. That is Ryan Kellogg, the 6'6" left-hander on the mound for the Genomes. And Teodoro Martinez steps in to face him as we are ready to begin. Bottom of the first. First pitch there, strike one to the right-handed hitting Martinez.
I love seeing Teodoro Martinez as a legend just because he defected from the Genomes.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's fun to see him still out here.
And Martinez hits this one deep left center field, going back to the warning track and off the wall. Martinez hits for second. Is he going to get there? He does. And just like Luke Becker, Martinez leads off the inning with a double, and the Legends are already in scoring position. And for Martinez, like you just said, it feels good to stick it to the team that cuts you, and you want to show them, hey, you made the wrong choice.
Absolutely. I think he's already improved his batting average since he's been with the Legends as well. And, yeah, hitting that gap right there, you can just tell, like, that was almost the crush zone.
And now Tillman Pugh comes to the plate with Martinez in scoring position. Tillman batting .256. He's had a good series, 13 home runs. And the first pitch to him in there for strike one, 85 miles an hour. Both teams now with a hit apiece. And side, 1-1 strike to Tillman Pugh.
I know that Tillman Pugh, Tilly, as we call him, I know he's ready for home run number 14. And I'm happy. I'm hoping to see it on this at-bat.
And this one chopped right back to Kellogg, the pitcher. He fires over to first, and that's out number one. And that brings Courtney Hawkins up to the plate with one down and one on. And you have a special kind of love for Courtney Hawkins because you guys are both from Texas, right?
That's right. I feel like we both kind of have the same type of demeanor, like a very Texas-like spirit as well. And so, yeah, when I found out he was from Texas, we kind of listened to the same music and things like that, for sure.
Yeah, that just made things even better. Now, Courtney's having a good season this year. He's only 28 years old, so he's still working his way towards the bigs. His shot has not passed him by, and he's certainly had a great year this year, number-wise.
Yeah, no, this is number-wise. He's hitting the best he's been hitting, I think, in his career. But I would say even based on last year's performance versus this year, he's been healthy. You know, he's definitely been healthy.
This one misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes, and that makes a huge difference. You know, last year he finished the season with 25 home runs, and he's already got 34 this year, and he's still got a month of baseball left. He's on pace to hit about 44, 45 home runs. Swing and a miss here, 3-1 or 2-1 the count.
You see that smile out there? He's definitely having fun, and they're pitching it. Most of the time, I'm seeing that there are a lot of outsides. You know, they don't really want to give it to him in the zone, which I don't blame them for.
Yeah.
But you know, that was a honest swing.
Here's the 2-1. And that one misses outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Looked like that might have been a changeup. And Hawkins way ahead in the count now. Martinez chatting it up out at second base with his former teammate there, Jimmy Paredes. And now here's the 3-1 inside. And Courtney gets the base on ball. So 2 on. And Isaiah Tejeda, the first baseman for the Legends, will come up. And he's had a good series, hasn't he?
Absolutely has. We already talked about, you know, I hear you on the broadcast talking about how he went home run for home run last month with Courtney Hawkins. And, you know, I'm hoping that, you know, maybe he can even surpass him this season. I think people they sleep on him a little bit, you know, because he's not Courtney, you know?
Yeah.
And so, you know, every time he's at bat, I'm always excited to see him.
And do you think he benefits from Courtney getting so much attention that when he comes up, they're kind of overlooking him because they're just staring at Courtney in that lineup?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's how. Yeah, I think that's how they view a lot of our batters as well. I think that it's just like they kind of ho hum and then they're like Courtney Hawkins, and I think that's a mistake for them, for any of our opponents.
Yeah. 1 ball, no strikes here to Tejeda, the first baseman. Here's the 1-0. And Tejeda hits this one sky high, and it's a sailing foul on the left field side, and it is going to be a foul ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to the first baseman for the Legends. And, I agree. I think Courtney with 34 home runs and, 80-some RBIs, that draws a lot of attention. So when Tejeda comes up, you want to think the pitcher up there knows he's a former big leaguer, but he's probably giving a sigh of relief and maybe letting up just a little bit. And Tejeda has been the beneficiary of that. Here's the pitch here, 1-1 now in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tejeda. 2 on, 1 out here. Bottom of the first, no score.
And yeah, you're definitely going to have to pitch somebody, in the zone, right? You don't want to do it to Courtney Hawkins, but you're going to have to pitch it to somebody. And so, I think he also benefits from that as well.
And Tejeda chops this one over to third base. They touch the bag and fire to first. They're not going to get him. And Hawkins will advance to third on the passed ball by the third baseman as he threw at the errant throw to Shaw. So they get the force out on Martinez. However, Martinez, after the force out, the third baseman there, which you have to forgive me, is Luke Becker. I'm not used to seeing Luke Becker down there, so I kind of paused. But Luke Becker threw it to first, and the throw was an error as it gets by Shaw. So Courtney Hawkins will advance to third, and Isaiah Tejeda safe at first. So runners on the corners now, first and third with 2 outs. And here's Phillip Ervin, the former Cincinnati Red, to try to bring in one of these guys, both, if not both in himself, right?
That's right. Again, we have another power hitter for average, and I think again people sleep on him because he's not hitting home runs like Courtney Hawkins, but again a real dangerous threat in Phillip Ervin.
No balls, 1 strike to Ervin, and this one misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I feel like a lefty start was an interesting pick for the Genomes. I'm wondering if they were having some.
This one chopped foul by Ervin. Go ahead.
If they were having some staffing issues as well, just with all of the games we played going into 10 innings, I feel like you gotta have to, dig deep to get some of your starters out there.
Yeah.
I wonder what their bullpen's looking like today as well.
That makes sense. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ervin. And that one inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ervin played a couple seasons with the Cincinnati Reds, and then in 2020 was traded after half a season to the Mariners. He finished out the rest of the year there. And hits this one hard, but it's going to sail into the parking lot. Foul. Count stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good shot at Courtney Hawkins there. Big smile on his face. As Ashley told you, he's out there still having fun playing good baseball. The 28-year-old from Texas is major league talent ready. I don't know how he's still here. Ervin hits this one. It gets into right field. Courtney Hawkins comes in to score, and he gets past the right fielder out there, Sierra. And here comes another run. Tejeda comes all the way in from first, and Phillip Ervin will end up at third base, and it's a 2-0 Lexington Legend lead.
And I love to see it. That single turned.
Go ahead.
That single turned into a triple on the air for Phillip Ervin, and that's the kind of breaks that the Legends are going to need, and I'm glad that they can exploit for this game.
And you know what? They wouldn't have gotten that break in the first half of the season. We didn't see that a lot. And first pitch here to Marshall, fouled off, and strike 1 as that one's laying right there, just waiting for a kid to go get it. And here goes one. They're on the Ray.
That took an odd angle out there.
It did. It did.
Back into the stands.
No balls, 1 strike. Marshall, and he'll chop this for a base hit, and that'll bring in another run. So Ervin scores on the Montrell Marshall single to left, and the Legends have jumped out to a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the first with 2 outs.
Hitting is contagious. You're hitting those gaps. I mean, they're finding it everywhere, every which way they can.
You got it.
Like
That's right.
Legends, still got 2 out, but they're
So Marshall with a single. Legends lead 3-0. 1 on, 2 outs. And the first pitch here to Geraldo, and he bangs that one into right field. And just like Ashley told you, hitting's contagious, and now runners at first and second with 2 outs. And Pete Jorgen will come up and try to keep the hit parade going.
I feel like he can. Pete has been electric. He's been almost automatic out there. Obviously, no jinx on him. I just stating the facts. He actually kept us in that game, in that first 10-inning game.
Yeah. And he was the star of that game. And first pitch to him in there for a strike. He had a nice bunt that sent the runner to third. He also had in the 8th inning a 2-run double, which really was the difference in that game.
That's right.
That one upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike to the catcher, Pete Jorgen. Jorgen's had a good series. He really has. He played well yesterday.
Yeah, I've been working on some highlights for him. It's hard not to.
And he hits this one a ton. It goes foul, but that line drive went at least 300 feet there as it sailed foul. But if he straightens that out, that looks like it could be extra bases.
It's just a matter of time until he gets that home run. Like he really is hitting, at power. So
yeah,
I'm waiting to see that zero turn.
A guy who's worked hard to get in the lineup this year. And this one fouled back. It's still 1-2. Jorgen started off as just a catcher in the bullpen, didn't play much or at all. And just so happened there was an injury, and he came into the lineup and has worked his way into the starting lineup. And, he's a guy that when he gets walked, he runs down to first like he hit the ball. And he hustles everywhere he goes. And that goes it goes without saying, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard is the saying, right? So Jorgen has proven that he works hard and he's got talent. And, boy, if you got both and you work hard too, well, that really pays off. And this one fouled off. Count stays 1-2 to Jorgen.
And not just that, he's willing to do anything. I mean, we've already seen him in the lineup this season as a pitcher.
Yeah.
He stepped in.
As a pinch hitter, yeah.
One of those games not to bring up.
And this one chopped down to third base side, goes foul. Go ahead.
Not to bring up a blowout for us, but the fact that you can get a player to step up and pitch for you.
Yeah.
And
position player, yeah.
Exactly. So I think he plays anywhere that you need him.
Well, 6 straight pitches here have been fouled off by Jorgen. He started off, the count was 1-1. And has hit 5 foul balls since then. So 6 foul balls and 7 pitches for Jorgen here. And he fouls this one off as well. So now Jorgen has been thrown 8 pitches, and he has fouled off 7 of them.
And that was 87 miles per hour, too. I mean, he's a hungry batter. You can tell that he's out there ready to survive, and he wants, he wants to bring these guys in.
So count remains 1-2 after 8 pitches. Here's the 9th pitch of this at bat. This one chopped foul as well. So now we're going on pitch 10, and only one of those has been a ball. That just tells you that Jorgen he's extremely focused. 9 pitches could have been strikes. He could have been out of there a long time ago, but he's hanging in there. He's putting a bat on everything that's close. So here's the 1-2. Kellogg fires, and this one's going to be outside. And what a good eye.
What an eye.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And they've got Ryan Kellogg now throwing pitches into the 30s here. You want to keep your pitcher between 15 and 18 pitches an inning, and he's on pitch number 33. Double what you would want your starter to do. And now this one chopped to the shortstop. He'll rush it, fire over to first. They're not going to get Jorgen. Marshall's going to score. And that's a base hit with a throwing error on top of it. And now it's a 4-0 Legends lead as Jorgen will get an RBI. That's RBI number 11 on the season. Manuel Geraldo goes from first all the way to third on that throwing error, Ashley.
Yeah, I would say he definitely earned that base hit. That was a well-placed ball. Unfortunately, that throw.
And now Mark Minikazi wants to come out and talk about it. And this could be it for his starter, who's now gotten the Genomes into a 4-0 hole. And all the infielders have come in. You look out there at left field, and the left fielder and Felix PA, he's leaning on the left field wall where the bullpen is.
Yeah, somebody's warming up right now in the bullpen.
Yeah, they're probably just giving time here. They're trying to stall so that person out in the bullpen can get a few more pitches in. So Minikazi is going to probably give him one more batter. If Trey Hunt gets on board here and brings in another run, that'll be all more than likely for Kellogg, because he can't dig a 5-run hole for his team. As you can see, he's looking down there, and Mark Minikazi as he comes back to the dugout. He doesn't want the hole to get any bigger for them to climb out of, and quite frankly, you may not see him in the second inning, no matter what happens here with Trey Hunt. So Hunt steps in, and the first pitch to him is upstairs, ball 1. And how's Trey Hunt working out for them?
Trey Hunt is, well, that's based on yesterday's performance, is awesome. He's hitting right now, average 231. Is that a first strike?
Yep.
Okay, 231, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, a little under 1,000 for his on-base percentage, 748.
Here's a 1-1. That one upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Talk about another patient batter, you know what I mean, who came in. He's making moves for Legends. And, again, yesterday we were watching that extra innings game. And when he was called up to
he hits a 2-1 pitch over here. Becker grabs it, fires to second, and that will be the out they need to get out of the inning. But the Legends do what they had to do. They came in. They batted in 4 runs. They got a 4-0 lead as we head to the second. Legends 4, Genomes nothing. We'll be back with more Legends baseball right after this. All right, welcome back, everybody, to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. I'm going to look over. Judith, how's the levels over there for me now? You good? Okay. And we are ready. I'm Steve Tressler. This is Ashley Grigsby, as we are bringing you baseball live from Lexington, Kentucky, as the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes in the hole after 1 inning to the Lexington Legends 4-0. Legends have won 11 meetings between these teams. Genomes have won 19 meetings. So the Legends going for a rare sweep of their their rival here that shares the field with them this year. And the first pitch here, strike one to the former Chicago Cub player, Felix P.A.
Felix PA is batting 265 on the season. He's got 9 home runs, 33 runs.
And P.A., former Chicago Cub player for several seasons. And this pitch inside, and strike, whoa. I'm surprised he called that a strike. B.A. jumped over there and started talking to the umpire as well, like, did you see that? And he said, yeah. And he says, strike two anyway. Top of the second. It's been all Legends through one. Here's the 0-2. And P.A. rips this one fair. It's smothered by Tejeda, and he'll get the out on P.A. as he dove to his left, got it, and was up and got to the bag. Great play.
What a heads-up play. Yeah, you would have thought that would have been in the outfield, being fielded by or chased down by Tillman Pugh, but he smothered that for that unassisted out.
So Tejeda showing off his glove there, as that is out number one.
Showed off the legs, the glove, the everything.
Yeah,
in that play.
Absolutely. And here's Yuri Perez, the center fielder. Yuri, a new join to the team. He'll never see his batting average better than that. He's batting 667 right now, but that's based on a few at bats. Strike one to Perez. David LeBron on the mound for the Legends, a right-hander. Only gave up one hit in the first inning, and that was the leadoff batter, Luke Becker, who started the game with a double. And this one's going to be a chopper over to short, picked up and fired over to first. And that is 2 up and 2 down as Perez will ground out to the shortstop, Geraldo, and he gets it to Tejeda.
Yeah, you have to have that play be automatic. Even with the sun in Tejeda's eyes, that's just the heads-up play that the Legends need to get out.
And to a casual fan, that looks routine, but when you're out there on the field and that ball gets chopped over to you that fast, you don't realize how fast it is. And then you put a turf on the field because there's no dirt out there. I mean, it looks like dirt, but that's not. That's turf. So the ball could come a lot faster on that turf, too. First pitch here, strike one to Gavin Johns.
That's right. And sometimes they take really nasty hops, that
yeah.
monster out there. So, again, nothing's ever routine when you're looking at some of those hits.
And I said Johns, but it's actually catcher Austin Rye here. So he hits this pitch straight away center field, and it looks like Martinez makes an easy catch right in front of the stash. 3 up, 3 down. We're headed to the bottom of the second. Legends 4, Genomes nothing. This is Lexington Legends Baseball on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Welcome back to Wild Health Field here in Lexington, Kentucky. Steve Tressler alongside of Ashley Grigsby, and the Legends jump out to a 4-0 lead, and we're ready to start the bottom of the second. And they batted all the way through, so top of the order again here as Teodoro Martinez steps in, batting .218 for the Legends.
Yeah, Steve, at his first at bat, he doubled to left center and brought in that first.
Yeah, he scored the first run there, got things going for the Legends. He really got things going. He doubled, like you said, to left center, and they were ready to go after that. And this pitch just missing. 2 balls, no strikes now to the leadoff batter, Teodoro Martinez. 2 balls. Was it 1-1? Yeah, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one missing low and away as Kellogg stays out there. They're going to see what he can do this inning. But if they start hitting the ball like they did last inning, that could be an early exit for him. Martinez hits this straight up into the air. It's going to come back here into foul territory, and that's going to be unplayable for Austin Rye. But, hey, nice little one-bounce catch, one-hander over there. It's $1 beer night, $1 Pepsi night, and as the night goes on, the fans get louder and funnier typically. Probably the Pepsi. That's right. The Kentucky Office Highway Safety would like to remind you to please drive sober. As you enjoy dollar beer night, get a designated driver. And that pitch there, fastball misses 88 miles an hour. 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
Yeah, Martinez looks very comfortable right now. You know, he's going to wait for the pitch he wants.
And Martinez hits this one to right. Is it going to stay fair? It will not. And that one bounces foul. Marvin King signals. Nope, he went foul. So Martinez will come back, and he'll redo it as the count's full 3-2 now. Kellogg, so far this year, you look at his numbers. As I pull those up, he is deep into his pitch count, but only a 5.26 ERA. So very uncharacteristic-like start for him today, actually, because normally, you know, he's given up 4 or 5 runs over a game, not over an inning. So Legends get to him early and often in the first inning, and Martinez trying to do a little more of it as he doubled off of him last inning. And this one right back to him, and he'll be able to run this out, or will he? And Kellogg throws him out. Martinez thought he was safe, but boy, he hit a line shot as you watch the replay right back, and it just touches Kellogg's glove. He's able to run it down and make the throw.
Yeah, but Martinez legged that out. He gave it everything he could. He knew it was going to be close. And if there was any bobble on that transfer, he was going to make that.
Yeah, bang play that time for sure. Tillman Pugh coming to the plate, 255, 13 home runs, 44 RBIs. First pitch from Kellogg, and swing and a miss here from Tillman, strike 1.
Again, it was great awareness by Kellogg on that play, just to even get the glove on it.
Absolutely. And Tillman hits this one, a rocket into left. It's going to bounce in front of Felix P.A. He'll grab it, fire it in. Tillman rounds first and thinks better of it and goes back to second. Great job by P.A. getting that ball in fast and in a hurry, as Tillman thought he had a 2-bagger, but he'll settle for a single, Ashley.
Yeah, that was definitely well hit and well fielded, I would say, to save that double to Tillman Pugh. And on top of that, like, he really wanted, he wanted to be safe. He had to dive back in.
And now your compadre from Texas steps in, Courtney Hawkins, and he's going to call timeout here and say, I need a second, as they're waiting on the music, I believe, and now he steps back in. Kellogg winds and fires, and inside, and the Hawkman scoots back and shakes that off. Ball 1.
I feel like this is really good to take some of that pressure off Courtney Hawkins to, carry the team with the home runs,
Yeah.
We're already up. He should be comfortable.
Yep, I would agree with that. He fouls this pitch off. 1-1 strike. That's a great observation. You know, when you're the league leader in home runs and RBIs, and you get in there in the game and your team's, you know, down 1-0 or there's no score, you know the pressure's on because you're the offensive machine for the team. So the Hawkman has to feel good, like you said. He's got a 4-run spot. He almost feels like a pitcher at times, I'm sure, carrying the weight of the team. You know, knowing that he has to produce because that's been his role.
That's right. It's a role he does. You know, he does really well. But at the same time, you know, if they're not going to really pitch it to him, he's going to walk a lot. That's why he's got that 1,000.
Yeah, at OPS. Yeah, he pops this one up into the air and it's going to sail foul and out of play. So it'll make it 2 balls, 2 strikes. And yeah, his on base plus slugging is the 1.020 you're talking about, the 1,000. And you know, a lot of people get confused because the game of baseball is so stats driven, but that one's an easy one. You just take his batting average and his on base percentage and that, or his slugging average, and you add the two together, on base and slugging, and that's the OPS. And that's a number that a lot of managers, especially talent guys, will look for because they want to know, okay, he doesn't hit a lot, but does he get on base? And that's one of those money ball numbers they always use. He may not get a bunch of hits, but does he get on base? And if that number's 1,000, that says he may not do anything, but he definitely gets on base. And Courtney hits this 2-2 pitch, and that's going to go foul as well. Johns grabs it down there at third.
And of course, with those home runs, he's going to touch a lot of bases as well, right? So
Yeah,
you know,
Becker, not John. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah. So I mean, of course, I would expect to see it to be, you know, pretty high as well. But yeah, he's also walked a lot.
What's the count on him right now? 2 balls, 2 strikes now to the Hawkman. Legends 4-0 lead. 1 on, 1 out here, bottom of the second. And that one outside. Runner goes, and Tillman's going to be in there safe. And another stolen base for Tillman Pugh as the count to Courtney now full 3-2 as you watch the replay here. He got a good jump, didn't he, Ashley?
Yeah, he had a good jump. Tillman was ready. He was itching for that stolen base, but that was a heads-up play from the catcher. Throw down. Could have been close.
So after the pickoff attempt, Tillman waits one more and then goes. Payoff pitch to Hawkins, swing there.
And that was Tillman Pugh's 10th stolen base on the season.
All right.
Yeah.
So Pugh showing he can be a danger on the base whether or not you hit him in. As he steals second, and now a big lead at second as Kellogg doesn't even look back. 3-2, throws a pitch here, swing and a miss by Hawkins, and got him on that little bit of a changeup, it looked like, strike 3. So Hawkins has walked and struck out today. And now Isaiah Tejeda will come back to the plate. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time up.
With the two batters out right now, I'm looking at Tillman Pugh trying to, you know, get into scoring position, but continuing to make moves, you know, being aggressive.
Yeah. Kellogg checks his runner, now fires. First pitch here outside, ball 1. Legends really came out with guns blazing the first inning, putting up 4 runs. Bottom of the second here, Martinez lined out. That one in there, strike. Martinez lined out to the pitcher, Kellogg, and Tillman singled on a fly to left field, and Courtney struck out, and that's where we are now. Swing and a miss here from Tejeda. The off-speed got him. He was way ahead of that. 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
Seemed to take a bit of a bow to Kellogg on that.
Mm-hmm.
On that last swing and miss.
Said, hey, man, good pitch. And it looks like now Kellogg has settled down. That first inning, he was not throwing the way he's throwing now. And Tejeda hits this straightaway center, and moving over to his left and making the catch out there is the center fielder, and that is out number 3. So, Legends don't put anything on the board this time, but after 2, they do have a 4-0 lead. We're headed to the 3rd, folks. Legends 4, Genomes nothing. We'll be back with more Lexington Legends baseball right after this. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Steve Tressler alongside of my friend and colleague Ashley Grigsby. And Genomes coming up to bat here as we be in the top of the 3rd. Gavin Johns comes to the plate batting .274, and he's ready to go against David LeBron, the right-hander. First pitch in there, strike 1 from LeBron. What?
Doing something interesting on the video board, but
swing and a miss here, and quickly Johns behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2 from LeBron. He kicks and fires, and looked like a good pitch. No call, though, from home plate umpire. Count now 1-2. David LeBron looking in. John says, I'm ready. Order here is going to be 9-1-2 for the Genomes. And this one fouled back. 1-2 strikes now to Johns. LeBron's pitch count right where you would want it. He's at 34 pitches right now. Remember, in the Atlantic League, if you pull that pitcher before the 5th inning is complete, you lose your designated hitter. So Chris Davis would be out of the lineup for the Genomes if they pulled their pitcher. Swing and a miss here, and Johns is out, strike 3, and give a strikeout, another one, to David LeBron.
yeah, you saw Johns run down because of the dropped strikeout. So he didn't quite make it there, but it's good on him for the effort.
Yep, that's the 3rd strikeout of the game for David LeBron. And now we're at the top of the order, and Luke Becker comes to plate. Becker doubled his first time up. Since that, nobody on the Genomes has gotten a hit.
That's right, he's 297 on the season, 17 home runs.
And first pitch to him, strike 1, and doesn't look like David LeBron forgot that because he fires that first pitch strike. 17 home runs, that's a lot. 70 RBIs. He's doing big things for the Genomes this year. He has definitely been the tip of the spear for that offense. Swing and a miss here, and he's in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, you definitely cannot count out Luke Becker, even with a count like this.
Here's the 0-2. LeBron looks in, now kicks and fires. And Jorgen stays in front of that one, 1-2.
Yeah, Luke Becker's looking at 20 doubles on the season. So, again.
And leads the team in triples, too.
That's right.
I think he leads the team in triples, doubles, and home runs, yeah. So, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Becker. He's all everything for the Genomes. He was certainly that at the University of Kentucky. Here's the 1-2 from LeBron. He kicks and fires, and that one misses just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. So the Genomes lead off batter. OPS right at 900, so he gets on base. Top of the third.
I'm sure we'll get to this, but he's also got 53 walks on the season.
Yeah. And that one misses. So after going ahead in the account 0-2, LeBron now 3-2 count full on Becker. Becker was in a hole, and you know, you talked earlier, Ashley, about patient batters, and he's certainly showing that, because when you're in a 0-2 hole, you get anxious, and he's showing that he's not anxious. You know, he's comfortable in an 0-2 hole. And here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and he was mad he missed that one, but he knew he got outplayed that time as that pitch there fooled him. He was expecting a fastball, and he got a 79-mile-an-hour changeup from David LeBron, and that's strikeout number 4 for David LeBron.
That's right. He definitely wanted that. He swung like he wanted it, and that was the only way you're really going to get him out without walking him and having that batter on first.
So 4 strikeouts now for David LeBron. Here's Chris Shaw, his second time up. Shaw represented the first strikeout of the game when he went down swinging on a David LeBron changeup as well.
That's right, he's averaging 271.
And first pitch inside, ball 1.
271 on the season. He's got 15 home runs and 53 RBIs.
Here's the 1-0. And that one in there, strike 1. 1-1, 2 outs here, top of the 4th in Lexington, Kentucky. Top of the 3rd in Lexington, Kentucky. Lexington Legends scored 4 in the bottom of the 1st. And they lead here 4-0. And 1-1 pitch there, misses inside. 2 balls, 1 strike to the former San Francisco Giants player, Chris Shaw.
David LeBron's pitching his game right now. Like he's in control of his game. You can tell that he feels comfortable as well.
That pitch low in the turf. 3 balls, 1 strike now. You know, and you've got to feel good if you're David LeBron, Ashley. I mean, he's got a 4-run lead. His team came up to bat against a pitcher in Kellogg who's a good pitcher. I mean, he played AAA ball and has got a great fastball, great changeup, and they spotted you 4 runs. So you can go out there and really pitch your game like you want. Swing and a miss here. Got him on that changeup as well. And now the count full 3-2 to Chris Shaw as Chris Davis looms in the on-deck circle. And LeBron readies for the payoff pitch here. He kicks and fires, and Shaw hits a line drive into the stands. And that hit somebody over there in the stands, and they look like you're going to be okay. As you got a audible gasp from the crowd as they knew that thing could hurt somebody. But everybody seems to be okay.
Yeah, no, yeah. At first it hit a drink off there, but yeah, everybody looks okay. Smiling faces. I love to see that.
Yeah. So full count, and we'll have another payoff pitch to Shaw here. That one there, another changeup. He threw back-to-back, looked like changeups there. Here comes the payoff again. And Shaw check swings this one. The fastball, and the count stays full 3-2. 3-2, 2 outs, top of the 3rd. Legends 4-0 as they are looking to sweep the Genomes for the first time this year. They have the chance to sweep the Genomes in a 3-game series. But can they do it is the question. Right now, odds are in their favor. And Shaw hits this one foul. So now 3 straight foul balls from Chris Shaw, and the count remains 3-2 as we get ready for pitch number 8 of the count. And Tillman Pugh throws that one into the Pepsi party deck to a fan who wanted that foul ball, and he obliged.
He looked a little frustrated on that, on the second one that he took. It was high, and I felt like he could have probably walked on that one.
Yeah, when he fouled, he check swing that one.
Yeah.
Yep. He couldn't leave that fastball alone. A lot of those power hitters, they can't leave that high fastball alone. And now Shaw calls timeout in the middle of the motion by LeBron, and that's not going to make LeBron happy. Sometimes batters will do that because they know the pitcher will come back and throw a fastball because they're mad. Let's see what happens here on the 3-2. And that one misses. It was timing off just enough there, and Shaw gets another walk, so he'll be at first base with 2 outs, and Chris Davis coming to the plate. So up until this point, only 1 hit for the Genomes. Davis struck out when he faced David LeBron his first time. LeBron today has faced 12 batters. He struck out 4. Swing and a miss here from Davis. 1 on, 2 outs, top of the 3rd here in Lexington, Kentucky from Wild Hill Field. I'm Steve Tressler with Ashley Grigsby. Legends with a 4-0 lead.
I'm sure David LeBron's trying his best not to make sure that this game is cut in half right here with his power hitters.
He readies himself from the stretch. Here's the 1-0, or the 0-1, swing and a miss, and now he's ahead 0-2 to Chris Davis. And Davis keeps looking for that fastball, and LeBron keeps denying as he threw another 78-mile-an-hour pitch that time. Davis way out in front of it, as that one also was in the dirt. Not what you would expect Davis to go after. So LeBron now a strike away from ending this inning. From the stretch, checks his runner, now looks in at the catcher, kicks and fires the 0-2. Davis chops this one foul, and the count remains no balls, 2 strikes to Chris Davis. And Ashley, you're from Texas, and you got started in baseball early because of your dad, right?
That's right. Yeah, my dad works late nights, and I would call in, and I would tell him what was going on whatever game was being broadcast.
So you had to give him a play-by-play on the phone while he was at work to keep him up to speed, right?
That's right.
And this pitch misses outside. Now, why did he motion that way if it was a ball? That was interesting. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Do you have 2-2? I've got 2-2. 1 and 2 still, okay. And here's the 1-2, and that one misses. Now it's 2-2. I was right, just not at the right time. Chris Davis's nickname, Crush, was given to him when he was a Oakland A. Also played for the Texas Rangers. Now, was your dad a Rangers fan because you all were in Texas, or who did he cheer for? The Astros?
No, he wasn't. He was the family were Braves fans. I don't remember what my dad watched.
So the whole family was Braves fans, and you don't know if your dad was or not?
When I say whole family, I mean my brothers were Braves fans.
I got you, okay.
And myself, but yeah, I don't remember him watching too much baseball. A lot of my play-by-play that I was giving him was Knicks basketball.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
New York Knicks basketball. Count full now, 3-2. That last pitch, low and in the dirt, or in the turf, I should say, to be more accurate. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 2 outs here, top of the 3rd. That's right. You would give them the breakdown of the Knicks games. And now from the stretch, here's the payoff pitch from LeBron. And Davis chops it over to short, picked up and fired over to first, and that ends the inning. So he gets out of the inning, no runs, no hits. We're headed to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Legends 4, Genomes nothing. We'll be back with more Lexington Legends baseball right after this. Welcome back to Wild Hill Field in Lexington, Kentucky. The Legends have a 4-0 lead as we begin the bottom of the third. And Phillip Ervin coming to the plate, 251 average, 12 home runs, 44 RBIs. And we're ready as here's the windup and the throw from Kellogg in there. Strike one, and that one was hard. That was 85 miles an hour. We were to pop up here, didn't we?
Yep, I bet he's trying to really get him out this time. His last at bat, but Ervin singled through.
Ervin chops it right back to the pitcher. Kellogg grabs it, fires, and they'll get him as Kellogg has settled nicely now after a rough first inning where he gave up 4 runs and 6 hits. He's now pitching a much better baseball games, and sometimes that's what happens. You know, you come out and they beat you up a little bit, and you have to settle down, and it looks like he's doing that, Ashley.
That's right.
Now Montrell Marshall, who singled to left his first time up, makes his way to the plate. Now, he has only been a DH, I can remember this season, maybe once or twice. Other than that, he's typically at third base. He doesn't move around a lot like some of the other infielders. You see them at different bases. And first pitch here to Marshall, slow one, 66 miles an hour. I think he lost control of that one almost.
Yeah, I've seen him play first base the first time.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, his money's at third, and I'm looking for numbers for him as well. But
All right. And he hits this one a ton to left field. Does it got the distance? It does. Montrell Marshall hits home run number 14 of the season. And it was an 88-mile-an-hour fastball on a 2-1 or a 1-1 pitch. And Marshall gets home run number 14 as he jacks one to left field. And the Legends lead 5-0.
gotta love to see that solo shot. Here's on that replay there. Can't do anything but watch it.
As Felix P.A., like Ashley just said, there's nothing he could do except watch that one sail out of the ballpark. So he takes a 1-1 pitch deep, and the Legends now with a 5 spot. And that pitch there, the first one, to Geraldo, missing, ball 1. So Montrell 2 for 2 tonight. And this one hit right up the middle. Hitting's contagious, like Ashley said, and now Manuel Geraldo on base once again, and this time he singles to center. Last time he singled to right, but he's 2 for 2. And now we hear DMX, and that means Pete Jorgen. So Jorgen steps in. He singled last time up as he ran out a pitch that was hit to the shortstop, and they couldn't get him. This one fouled out of play, and it's 0-1 to the catcher, Jorgen. Now, so you said he's been hitting the ball hard here, and he's looking for that first home run. This one hit foul as well, 0-2. Is he going to get that home run today?
I'll let you know when I feel it. I feel like,
It's just going to come to you, huh?
People jinx things, but I'm not. I don't feel like I'm a jinx. I feel like,
You got positive energy.
Yeah, I have positive energy. I have a good read on things.
All right.
When I feel that Pete Jorgen home run, I bet y'all call it.
Well, you definitely brought the Legends positive energy. They're up 5-0 here in the third. This one chopped by Jorgen to third. Becker charges it, runs, fires, and they won't get Jorgen as his hustle pays off once again as he outruns the Luke Becker throw to first, and he's on base. And now runners at first and second with 1 out. And that goes back to his effort, right?
Right, no, he definitely let that out. Third base tried to get that throw down there, but when it hopped, that was just enough time that he needed to reach base.
And you said something about how it gives you weird bounces out here, and he was able to run that one out. You're 100% in control of your effort, no matter what you do. Runner goes, and the throw to third, not going to be in time. Geraldo gets there safe. Jorgen steals as well, so a double steal for the Legends. And now both runners in scoring position for Trey Hunt with 1 out here in the bottom of the third, Ashley.
Again, this is the aggressive base running
Here's the 1-0. This one hit right back up the middle, and that's going to bring a run in for Trey Hunt. Maybe two as Jorgen turns, and he'll come in, and it's 7-0 Lexington Legends.
Yeah, sometimes I wish they don't cut that throw off because you don't have that play at the plane. But what a hit to center field.
So Trey Hunt, as you said, Ashley, he continues to be on a tear as he has showed up here late, but in the series, he's had a great series and starting to prove why they signed him to begin with. And now, with those guys all coming in to score, the Legends lead here 7-0, and we're at the top of the order as Tio Martinez comes back up to the plate. And Hunt is at first. And the first pitch to Tio is strike one. So now Hunt at first base. And the Legends lead 7-0 here, bottom of the third, as their bats have stayed hot. I'm surprised Kellogg's still in the game, but he's not going to be for long as this one's fouled up into the air, and Austin Rye is able to make the catch over by the on-deck circle. Tillman Pugh gets out of the way. That is out number 2, but there is activity in that Genomes bullpen now. And here he comes. First pitch from Kellogg. And Pugh hits this one, a rocket to short, but they pick it up and they get the force out at second. And that will end the inning. So, folks, after 3 innings, it's been all Lexington Legends, 7-0. We're headed to the 4th. We'll be back with Lexington Legends baseball right here on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Welcome back. Wild Hill Field here in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Lexington Legends and the Kentucky Wild Hill Genomes, but it is a home game for the Legends, and they lead here 7-0 as Jimmy Paredes will lead off the top of the 4th for the Genomes, and he's facing David LeBron in the first pitch here. Misses ball 1.
Just to remind you, Paredes had a walk from LeBron last at bat.
And he was left stranded. Genomes not able to get on the board just yet. This pitch is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. LeBron up until this point has thrown 59 pitches. So that pitch count right where you want it to be. And here's the 2-0. And that one right down the pipe, strike 1. It looked like Paredes was taking the whole way that time, Ashley.
That's right. Yeah, LeBron's really flexing that 4.58 ERA tonight.
Here's a 2-1, and Paredes hits this one straight away, right center field, going back to the wall, and gone. Jimmy Paredes hits home run number 13. No? Hey, they caught that. All right. Hey, you know what? It's good to be wrong. It looked like they both were looking up, but he made the catch there. So, David LeBron, I apologize, as Paredes flies out to right field. I knew these contacts were wrong when I put them in my eyes. So, 1 out, and Moises Sierra comes up.
Just sarcastic enough that I thought that you were joking.
Yeah. No, the rest of the booth let me hear it, folks. Don't worry. You don't have to get on me. The whole press box let me have it for that one. See, I thought they were looking up, and of course, with my eyes not being perfect. 1 ball, no strikes here, and that one missing outside. 2-0 now to Moises Sierra.
Sierra's he flew out to center field.
He didn't hit a home run like Paredes just now?
No.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
All right. Here's the 2-0. That one upstairs. 3 balls, no strikes. Sierra way ahead of the count now as LeBron struggling to find a strike zone in the last 5 or 6 pitches here. Here's the 3-0, and that one is in there. As that fastball, 87 miles an hour, strike 1.
Yeah, he found it.
Yeah, he did. Here's the 3-1 to Sierra, and this one fouled. Count goes full now, 3-2. Sierra batting .277 with an .827 OPS, 6 home runs on the season. Legends 7-0 lead here in the top of the 4th inning. David LeBron pitching 1-hit shutout baseball. And this one is hit number 2 as Sierra hits a single to left field, and Hawkins fields it, throws it on in to Geraldo. So with 1 out, the Genomes have a base runner aboard. So the former Chicago Cubs player, Felix P.A., steps in as he walks to the plate. Felix played in the National League Central for several years. Left-hand batter, 6'2", 200. 37 years old, still getting after it out here playing baseball.
Yeah, his last at bat, he rounded it out to Isaiah Tejeda.
Yeah, he hit that rocket to first that Tejeda was able to smother and touch the bag before PA got there. And first pitch from LeBron, 86-mile-an-hour fastball, strike 1. So 1 on, 1 out, Sierra at first. PA, pronounced PA, is spelled like pie, P-I-E. If he was a pitcher, his ERA would be 3.16, which is pi. See, I did that.
You know, I haven't had any of your dad jokes today.
Yeah, you see, that's essentialist humor right there. That's what that's called.
That's perfect.
So PA on the season so far, batting .264, just came back after being on that inactive and injured list, I believe. He was a little bit of an injury, and then he was inactive. Now he's back in the lineup. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. He swung out of his helmet that time, Ashley. Big cut from Felix P.A., and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, talk about bad intentions on that ball.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he was looking for home run number 10 on that swing.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. David LeBron pitching beautifully, 2-hit shutout baseball here, top of the 4th. Checks his runner at first. Now looks in from the stretch. Here's the 1-2. And this one low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Folks, it is $1 beer and $1 Pepsi tonight, so come on out to the ballpark. If you're just getting home from work, grab the kids and come on out. We will feed you, and drinks only cost $1. You can't beat that. PA from La Romana, Dominican Republic. Also played for the Baltimore Orioles and the Pittsburgh Pirates. So some people remember Felix PA as a Pirate or as an Oriole, not just the Cubs.
Again, with his experience, he's another patient batter.
Yeah.
I'm sure that the Genomes are trying to get, David LeBron's count up, a little bit as well.
Yep.
So he's going to see him continue to fall off these pitches and wait for the one he wants.
PA made his major league debut 15 years ago, back in 2007 for the Chicago Cubs as a 22-year-old. Here's the payoff. And he rips this one foul as well, so he hangs in there. Count stays full 3-2. Made his debut in 2007 in April with the Cubs, and he was in the starting lineup, and he was there to replace the injured Alfonso Soriano when he was called up. And he was batting .444 with just 1 home run, 6 RBIs, and 36 at-bats. And his nickname was the Cat because he was so quick on the bases. Here's the full 3-2, and that one misses. And that should be him walking to first. Not sure what we're doing here. What was that? Oh, okay. So that was 3-2 there. It looked like I thought it was 3-2 to begin with. PA got his very first major league hit the same day he was called up, and it was a double off of Greg Maddux. How about that? His first hit as a major leaguer was a double off of Greg Maddux, who at that point was with the San Diego Padres. And he scored his first run in the same inning when Derek Lee batted him in. And swing to miss here, out at the plate, but the throw not in time to get Sierra. So 2 outs on a swinging pitch to PA, but Sierra gets the stolen base, and with 2 outs, the Genomes have a runner in scoring position, Ashley.
That's right. It wasn't necessarily productive at bat for PA, but, when you have that heads-up base running, that's going to be necessary to cut into this lead.
So 2 down, and that is strikeout number 5 on the evening for David LeBron. And here's Yuri Perez. Perez grounded out to short, and this time he's going to hit a fly ball. Can anybody get to it? And nobody will. Tillman Pugh runs out. Second baseman Hunt goes out. They both miss. And now a double for Yuri Perez, and the Genomes are on the board. As you watch the replay here momentarily, is no replay this time. My apologies. Hunt and Pugh both went after that ball, and neither one of them could get to it. And actually, it looked like it bounced right between them.
Yeah, it was definitely an awkward position, and both of those, both Pugh and Hunt are fast players. So, of course, it looked like it could have been playable, but they were really hustling out there to get to it and didn't quite make it.
So the effort was there, but they came up empty as Perez, on what looked like just a bloop single, really gets a double out of it because the play was really going to be at the plate. The ball got by both of them, and the run scores. So Sierra comes in to score, and now Legends 7-1 lead. And this first pitch here is hit to right field, and racing towards the sideline and making the catch is Tillman Pugh, and that'll end the inning. He's got a little celebration dance down there as well as he makes the catch on Austin Wright. Watch the replay here as he slides and catches it. Now here comes the celebration dance. There it was. And that'll end the inning. So Legends lead 7-1. Genome's able to get on the board. We're headed to the bottom half of the 4th. This is Legends Baseball on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Legends lead 7-1 as we begin the bottom of the fourth. Steve Tressler alongside of Ashley Grigsby and Courtney Hawkins will lead things off for the Legends here. And new pitcher on the mound for the Genomes, and you can close the book on Ryan. He gave up 7 runs and 10 hits through 3 innings, and now Josh Martin takes his place.
That's right. Josh Martin's throwing. He's got a 4.91 ERA in 8 games.
So 8 appearances, 9th appearance for Martin here in the 2022 season, the inaugural season for the Genomes.
That's right. He's got 11 innings pitched. So I'm interested to see how he fares against these Legends.
And how many strikeouts through the 11 innings does Martin have?
14.
14. All right. So he throws the ball hard and he's pretty accurate. Hawkins hits this pitch here, deep center field, but not enough to be out of the park as Perez will make the catch for out number 1. So Courtney hit an 0-2 pitch, an 84-mile-an-hour pitch to straightaway center for out number 1 here in the bottom of the fourth. And now Isaiah Tejeda comes to the plate. Tejeda reached on a fielder's choice in the first. And the second time up, he flew out to center field, so he's hitting the ball.
He's already brought his average up 0.2 tonight. 242.
All right. Let's keep that arrow moving to the positive side there. As Irvin on deck, Tejeda at the plate, 1 out here. Bottom of the fourth, Legends going for the series sweep here versus the Genomes, something that has eluded them this season, Ashley, as it's been all Genomes in this series through 30 games. The Genomes have a 19-11 edge, and this is the 31st meeting. These teams have played 30 times. That's a lot. But you look at that and you think 19-11 is a lot, but, you give 4 wins to the Legends in those games that were close, and all of a sudden it's a 15-15 split. So 19-11 is not that big of a split, really.
No, yeah, especially when you're looking at who was home each game as well. You know what I mean? Like sometimes.
And a lot of those were really close games, 1-run games, I believe, in 5 of those. So,
Right.
so this pitch low to Tejeda, and the count now 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, sometimes it definitely comes down to, who gets the bat last.
Oh, yeah. And it's certainly been the case the last 2 games they've played, as the winner has been in the bottom of the 10th inning, as both games in this series have gone to extra innings. And Tejeda has been the difference maker as he comes to the plate in a couple of those games, has shown up big for the team. The former Carolina Mudcat. Isaiah Tejeda also played pro baseball from Santa Domingo, California. He's got a birthday in October. Here's full count payoff pitch coming this time from Josh Martin. Oh, over the head of Tejeda. He lost control of that pitch. It sailed over Tejeda's head. And the former New York Yankee will head to first base. And so the leadoff batter is on for the Lexington Legends. And Phillip Irvin makes his way to the plate. Irvin tonight is singled to right and grounded out to the pitcher. Batting .250 on the season.
Right, 12 home runs, 44 RBIs.
First pitch to Irvin outside, ball 1. Irvin caught that home run by Jimmy Paredes last inning, if you remember. Paredes hit a home run that I called on the air here, and Irvin somehow snatched it as he jumped 17 feet in the air and was able to pull that down. What a play. It was actually Tillman Pugh, actually, wasn't it? But he hits a liner right up the middle, caught, and they had a chance at the double play there. But, boy, what a leaping grab by the second baseman, Jimmy Paredes. That was a line drive. Oh, really? So Jimmy Paredes makes a great diving grab, but it came out of his glove. So the actual out there is going to be a force out at second. And Phillip Ervin will be at first as they get Tejeda on the force out at second. I thought for sure he had caught that. And that's why we have an official score, an official stringer up here to let us know. So great job by Dave Kaplan setting the record straight for us there. And here's Montrell Marshall, who hit a home run his last at bat. And he looks at strike one. Marshall tonight, 2 for 2, Ashley. A single and a home run.
That's right. Yeah, Marshall's showing up really big in the second half of this season. And, yeah, I'm so kind of caught off guard by that.
Yeah, that last play, sure. And this one outside to Marshall. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marshall seems to get better with each at bat. He just needs some repetition out there. And like it does for anybody, repetition the mother of success when it comes to hitting a baseball, I think.
The Legends will definitely take repetition if that means a second home run for Marshall tonight.
Absolutely. Here's the 1-1 from Martin. That one outside and stolen base. Nope, they got him as Phillip Ervin is thrown out trying to steal second. And Marshall will go to the dugout, and that ends the bottom of the fourth. We're headed to the fifth. It's still the Legends in charge, 7-1. We'll be back with more Lexington Legends baseball on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. It's been all Legends as they lead 7-1. We're beginning the top of the fifth inning. Gavin John steps in for the Genomes. David LeBron still on the mound, Ashley.
That's right. Last time he faced David LeBron, he struck out swinging. Ran to first, thrown out at first by Pete Jorgen.
So first pitch here, he chops foul down the third base side. Marshall grabs it and strike one. John's 272 on the season, no home runs, 16 RBIs. Makes great contact when he does hit, though. And here's the 0-1 from LeBron as he kicks and fires. Up top, 1-1. Genomes a half game out in the wild card race right now in the Atlantic League as they're trying to, in their inaugural season, make the playoffs. And it's a tough road. as they are battling it out with High Point and Lancaster right now, as this one's fouled out of play. He fouls that one back.
It's good to see David LeBron's velocity still up, high.
Yeah.
86.
Yeah, still in the upper 80s with that fastball.
Pitch 80.
1 ball, 2 strikes still. Now LeBron steps off. John steps out of the box. Now he's back in, and LeBron back on the bump, and we're ready to go. And here's the 1-2, and a full windup this time from LeBron. And that one misses upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. John's the shortstop tonight for the Genomes. He's 0 for 1 at the plate. Swing and a miss here, and David LeBron gets strikeout number 6 of the evening with a swinging Gavin Johns, Ashley.
He knew it as soon as it left his hand. Thank you, Ivan. He knew that was a strike. Took his little strut around.
So strikeout number 6, and now top of the order in 1, Luke Becker, as he comes to the plate. Becker tonight doubled his first time up, struck out the last time he faced David LeBron, and as he steps in from the left side, swing and a miss here. Strike 1 to Becker, and Becker's also, like Ashley told you about Paredes, he's also one of those switch hitters on the team. Genomes have 2 of them. Becker's one, and Jimmy Paredes is the other. And here's the 0-1. That one just misses the inside corner, and it's 1-1. Chris Shaw in the on-deck circle. LeBron winds, kicks, and fires the 1-1. And Becker hits this one over the shortstop and into left field for a base hit. And now 1 on, 1 out. So Becker keeps raising that 296 average.
Okay, now I'm seeing the graphic right now on the video board. It's mullets and mustache night.
Yeah, that's right. Mullets and mustaches.
Mugshot.
Oh, no. It may have been a mugshot. And he had a mullet and a mustache. So tonight is Mullet Mustache Appreciation Night at the ballpark, besides being dollar beer and dollar Pepsis. 6 strikeouts for LeBron. As they keep track of those strikeouts up there on the video board to our left in left field. And Shaw steps in. And first pitch to Chris Shaw's in there for a strike. He struck out once tonight and walked. Here's the 0-1 from LeBron. He checks Becker at first, now kicks and fires, swing and a miss, and Shaw's behind 0-2 as that that changeup there gets by him at 78 miles an hour.
Yeah, you could tell he was swinging like he was looking for a fastball. Whoa.
And now you've got a special viewer watching at home. Who's that? What's little man's name?
Carson.
There you go.
Carson.
And how old's Carson? This ball gets away, and Becker will move to second on that wild pitch. And how old's Carson?
He's 8 years old. I was confused because I know he's not watching right now. I was like, who's watching?
And Carson, where does he go to school?
He's at Rosa Parks in Lexington.
Rosa Parks Elementary. So hello to Carson. Top of the 5th inning. Chris Shaw at the plate. Hello to Carson, so we can make a note of that. Shaw's at the plate, top of the 5th, and we'll let Carson hear that. Carson is a lot of fun. He sat up here one night and one afternoon, sat through the whole game with me, and we had a blast. And this pitch here from LeBron misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Shaw was in the hole 0-2. Now it's evened up at 2-2.
Looks like LeBron's throwing him a lot of off speeds. Curious to how this plays out.
Yeah, Shaw hit a 96-mile-an-hour pitch, 450 feet, about a week ago. So he can catch up to the fastballs. Here's the 2-2. Shaw hits this one straight away center, but right there to make the catch is Tio Martinez, and that is out number 2 as Becker goes back to second base on the fly out. And now Chris Davis is out of the lineup because their starter is no longer on the mound. So they lose their DH. So now Samir Dueñez will come to the plate, who's typically a first baseman when Shaw's not in the lineup at first. So Samir Dueñez will make his first appearance tonight, batting .250 with 7 home runs and 28 RBIs. The left-handed hitter will face David LeBron, who's pitching, and Ashley, you can attest to this magnificently, giving up only a run and 4 hits so far through 4 2/3.
That's right. Pitching lights out. This is what the Legends need. If they're gonna sweep.
Yep.
For the first time.
And so they're in good position as of right now to do that with a 6-run lead here, 7-1. First pitch to Dueñez is inside, ball 1. And Samir, 28 RBIs on the season, 7 home runs. Now, when he does get a hold of pitches and hits them, he hits the ball very hard, and he did send one over the Pepsi party deck, I remember seeing, towards the beginning of the season. So he does have power at times, as those 7 home runs will attest. So 1 ball, no strikes. 1 on, 2 outs here, top of the 5th. LeBron long look that time, and Dueñez hits this one hard, but Courtney Hawkins looks like he's going to settle under it and make the catch, and that will end the 5th inning. It's been Legends all night and still is. 7-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. This is Lexington Legends Baseball. We'll be back with the bottom half of the 5th right after this on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. He's 2 for 2 today with a single and a home run. and he's going to face Joe Henry Herrera, the new pitcher on the mound for the Genomes. And Joe Henry Herrera throws hard. He is a fastball hurler. First pitch here hits straight up into the air, and it's going to be in foul territory, but they get to it and make the catch. That's Moises Sierra, and that's out number one. That was a 93-mile-an-hour pitch from Joe Henry Herrera. He is ready to throw some heat. His fastball, and sometimes he gets up into the mid to upper 90s. He really gets things going. So Marshall now 2 for 3 with a pop out to right field. And Manuel Geraldo, who's having a great night himself, comes back to the plate. He is 2 for 2. He singled to right and then singled to center his second time up. And since Herrera is a right-hand thrower, Manuel Geraldo, the only switch hitter on the Legends roster, he will move to the left side of the plate to face him. And the first pitch here is 93 miles an hour outside, ball one to Manuel Geraldo. Manuel batting .242, 4 home runs, 29 RBIs. Here's the 1-0. Fouled off, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. If you're just joining us, the Legends put up 4 runs in the bottom half of the first and then 3 runs more in the bottom half of the third. The Genomes put up a run in the fourth, and that's where we are now with a 7-1 score. It's been all Legends tonight as they've won the first 2 games of this series, and they're hoping to get the sweep tonight. That pitch misses, 94-mile-an-hour fastball, 2 balls and 1 strike. A great crew here tonight. You know, it's not just the players on the field that bring you the baseball game. It takes a whole team of guys. Bill Sally, the public address announcer, the DJ down there, DJ Picasso, a.k.a. the trainer. We got Judith Drake, our technical director, who does a fantastic job every night. Geraldo hits a little pitch there off the end of his bat, 94-mile-an-hour fastball, hit the inside of his hands there and popped up. So that's out number 2. You got Logan Weiler down on the video board, and of course Hugh Davis, Dave Kaplan, and Ashley Grigsby, who is making her debut tonight as our color analyst, pulling off the double duty. Because during the day, what's your role, Ashley?
My title is ticket sales manager during the day.
And can't forget Adam Marson, who also does a lot of the technical direction over there in the booth as well. And you got Sam Wallace-Smith, the home plate camera operator. But so you're in charge of tickets, ticket sales, group sales. What exactly is that?
Yeah, ticket sales, group sales. We have a thing.
That one in there, fastball, 94, strike 1. Go ahead.
Sales team, and we bring all these groups out every night.
A lot of work there to prep the group, bring them out, different groups, sometimes every night. And you guys have done a great job this year in the first year for the Genomes. And it's double duty, really, isn't it, when you got 2 teams out here now?
It's double duty, but really it's more that we have more options.
Okay. So it didn't turn into as much work as you thought maybe, and now that you have 2 teams, you've got double the options, right?
That's right. So if people want to come out, they can pick pretty much any day.
That's right. Baseball every night just about this summer. Here's the 2-1. And this one popped up into the air. It's going to sail foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Manuel Geraldo. I'm sorry, Pete Jorgen. I said Manuel Geraldo because he was on my brain. Jorgen, the catcher, he has played excellent tonight. He has come around here lately. He's 2 for 2 tonight, 236 average, and that's come up. And that pitch there, though, got him looking, and that's a called strike 3 to Jorgen. So he's 2 for 3 tonight as he goes down there. That ends 5 innings of play, but it's been all Legends so far as they lead 7-1. We're headed to the 6th. This is Lexington Legends Baseball on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Top of the 6th inning, Lexington Legends 7, Kentucky Wild Health Genomes 1. I'm Steve Tressler with Ashley Grigsby, and it's been all Legends, Ashley.
That's right. We're looking at David LeBron back on the mound for the 6th inning, and he's controlling this game. He's really pitching well.
Yeah, David's only given up 1 run on 4 hits tonight. 3 Genomes errors. And the first pitch here to Jimmy Paredes is a rocket to right. Is it going to stay fair? It does, and that's a home run. So I had the call right, but just the wrong inning as Jimmy Paredes hits a home run this time. And it doesn't look like Tillman Pugh's going to get to that one, Ashley.
Not at all.
It looked like he was, almost tipped off. Like he knew what pitch was coming. Of course, there's no chance of that, but, he just absolutely knew what he was going to get. As you watch a replay here, as Tillman Pugh just looks, and look, right there, goes right over the Pepsi party deck, and it's 7-2. So not many mistakes tonight from the mound by David LeBron. That was one of the few right there.
I don't know if I call it a mistake.
Yeah, if you throw a pitch and they hit it out, you made a mistake.
Hey, sometimes players get lucky. On top of that, I feel like he was due.
Yeah, Jimmy Price, I don't know if he got lucky there, actually. I think he's a good hitter. I think he had a nice hit.
I'll give him a hit.
All right.
I'm a Legends fan.
All right.
Of course.
I was going to say your true colors are showing. So, but either way, Legends still way out in front here, 7-2. Can they hold on? We'll see here. This pitch there just misses the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dave LeBron's fastball still in the upper 80s, and he has pitched outstanding so far.
Glad to see he had the shot off of it.
Yeah. Sierra swings and misses here, and it counts 1-2. Sierra batting .280, 6 home runs, 36 RBIs. Behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes here. And here's the 1-2. Sierra rocket to third, and the sure-handed third baseman, Montrell Marshall, with that great defensive glove, snags it.
It happened so fast you couldn't even see it.
Yeah, cameras couldn't stay with that one as Marshall grabbed the line drive out of the air. And to a point you made, though, he covers a lot of ground. Long arms, long legs. He's a big guy. And didn't have to do much that time except pull his glove up in the air and snag it. So, yeah. So, 1 out here. Top of the 6th. And Felix P.A. steps in. He is 0 for 2 tonight. Paredes hit a home run. It was his 13th home run of the year, and now Moises Sierra hits a line drive to third to get out number 1. And Felix P.A., who was 0 for 2 tonight, steps in to see if he can keep things going for the Genomes. And David LeBron, this might be his last inning. Usually the third go-around is where the hitters start to figure you out a little bit. And that one misses inside. And very quickly, PA out ahead, 3 balls, no strikes.
I have a feeling that they're going to try to get as much out of LeBron as they can. As you can tell, they have him in the 6th. Yesterday, they pitched all of their relievers. They'd already pitched twice.
Right.
So I think we only have 1 or 2 relievers left that haven't pitched 2 days in a row.
So PA gets the walk here on 4 straight pitches. He grounded out to first his first time to play. Then he struck out his second time. This time on 4 pitches, he draws the walk, and Yuri Perez will come back up. So now with a runner on board and 1 out, Yuri Perez steps in. What's that? Yep, so there's a Legends player up there warming up out there in the bullpen, as she just told you. Oh, that bat went around. I don't know if it was the bat that hit Jorgen or the ball. It looked like, I don't know if we can get a replay of that or not and slow down as it gets to the batter, but it looks like Jorgen reached up to catch that, and as he did, the bat came all the way around from Perez and hit him on top of the head where there is no protection. It hit him on top or the back of the head there. Oh, my goodness. I hope. Yeah. So right on the back or the top of the head is where that bat hit Jorgen. And, boy, when that bat swing, these guys swing so hard. When the back of that bat hits you in the back of the head where you don't have protection as a catcher, sometimes they do because they'll have a helmet on with the mask in the front, but he does not have that on. So, folks, we're going to take a break here as the trainers are both out there from each team, and they may have to put a neck stabilizer on him to make sure that it's not a serious injury or try to prevent one if it is. And you see Montrell Marshall on one knee there. And Jorgen is hurt, and hopefully it's nothing serious, folks. We're going to take a break and send some prayers his way that he's going to be just fine. He's moving his arms just fine. He's talking to him, so that's a good sign. So, and now he's sitting up, so that's good too. My gosh, he took a shot there from that bat. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is Lexington Legends Baseball on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Welcome back to Wild Health Field here, and just want to let everybody know it looks like Pete Jorgen is going to be just fine after he took that bat shot to the back of the head from from Perez, and he was assisted off the field, and hopefully everything's going to be just fine. And Perez hits this one, and it's deep right field. Is it going to stay fair? Tillman Pugh goes over, makes the catch, and almost gets the double play as he throws it all the way to first, but able to get back there in time is Felix P.A. So nice grab. The second time tonight he's made a great grab over there in right field for out number 2. And Felix P.A., go ahead, stays at first.
Great awareness of the ball, that warning track by Pugh, and I always have to highlight that cannon that he has on him. He could have made the play first.
And great game awareness. I mean, you know, even with that injury and that lull in the play because of it, his head was in the game enough to make the catch and fire it to first and try to get the double play. So he's thinking about the win here. All the legends are. They're all up in the dugout leaning on the rail, which is not something I've seen a lot of this year from them. So they're all in the game here. All their heads are in the game. Their minds are on the game, and they want to get this sweep because they've got Staten Island coming in tomorrow for a 3-game series. And there's nothing better than being on a 3-game win streak at home when another team comes in. Swing and a miss here. Strike one to Rye, and here's pitch number 2. And another swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. So, Legends pitcher is up in the bullpen warming up. David LeBron threw 5 2/3, 6 strikeouts. This is pitch number 105 coming up. And swing and a miss here. 3 pitches, and that is out number 3. David LeBron threw 6 innings, only 2 runs and 5 hits. Folks, we're headed to the bottom of the 6th. Genomes 2, Legends 7. We'll be back with more Legends baseball on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Wild Hill Field in Lexington, Kentucky, and we are ready for live action here as the Legends lead here 7-2. Trey Hunt comes to the plate. He'll face Johenry Herrera, who came into the game last inning. Gabriel Cotto took the place of Pete Jorgen, so he is in the game now. Jorgen is going to sit, and not surprisingly so. First pitch here from Herrera, 92-mile-an-hour fastball, strike one. But more than that, just so glad to see that Jorgen was able to get up on his own power, quite honestly, and walk off the field. I was surprised by that, but glad to see it, needless to say. And I know his mother and father, who are probably watching at home, that was a scare for them. Foul ball here, as his mother is just a wonderful lady who actually made it a point to come up here and say hi. She was in town, her and her husband. So looks like Pete's just fine, and he's going to be just fine. There's no neck brace was put on him, so he just took a shot to the back of the head, and he's going to walk off on his own power, which he did, and that was great to see. No balls, 2 strikes here. As Trey Hunt readies himself. Righty on righty here. Here's the 0-2, and that one missing. Curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Johenry Herrera throws his fastball mid to upper 90s. So he's got some heat, the 28-year-old from Venezuela.
That's right, and we have Hunt looking
2 balls. Nope, they call that third strike. So Hunt's going to go down on strikes looking that time, and that's out number 1. And now Tio Martinez, the top of the order, comes back to the plate. Hunt's going to be 1 for 3 after the strikeout there. He grounded out, or he actually grounded out, but it was on a fielder's choice. Second time up, he hit a single to center. Goes down on strikes that time looking. And now Tio comes back up. First time to the plate tonight, he hit a double and has not reached since then. Hit a double and scored later on in the inning. And the curveball here missing, ball 1. Did get the umpire, though. So if the umpire could take a base, he would, as that one hit him. And that's never fun. Joe Henry Herrera, born in June of 1994. He's only 5'9", 170, and you don't see a lot of 5'9" pitchers for the Genomes. Normally their pitchers have to be 6'5" and can dunk. But I don't know if he can dunk or not. I wouldn't put it past him. He's an athlete. 5'9", 170 from Venezuela. And now, timeout by Tio. He'll step out. 1 ball, no strikes. He said, well, he's taking too long looking in. I'll just take a break here and step out. And he does. And now we're ready for action. Here's the 1-0. And this one hit hard to right field, and it's going to sail just foul and over the Mattress Overstock Warehouse. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tio Martinez, the former Kentucky Wild held Genome. And like you said earlier in the game, Ashley, he is happy to be a legend because he can now stick it to the former team that cut him from the roster.
That's right, and he's doing just that right now.
.215 average, 5 home runs and 19 RBIs. And he's had a really good series in the last 3 games here. As this one's fouled back as well. And now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tio Martinez, the center fielder for the Lexington Legends. Tio got things going for the Legends in the bottom of the first as he doubled and then scored, and that was the first run of the game. He's 1 for 3 tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this one chopped over the head of Herrera to short, picked up by Johns, fired, and over Shaw's head. He made no attempt to even catch it as that sailed into the Legends dugout. And Tio will reach base safely on the throwing error by Gavin Johns.
You know, that's when it pays for your runners to actually run and leg it out. You know what I mean? Like he's fast, and so he's going to force that, you know, that error.
Yeah.
Force him to make mistakes.
So Tillman Pugh comes to the plate now with a runner on first and 1 out. So Tillman Pugh stepping in, 257, 13 home runs, 44 RBIs.
What's happening?
Not sure what the crowd noise is about, but there's Big L. Looks like Big L's trying to get the fans going.
It is Thursday, so it could be anything.
Yeah. $1 beer night does bring out surprises, especially as the game goes on. This pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Tillman Pugh. So Tio Martinez stands at second base. He hit a chopper to short, but the throw to Shaw was off, so he got second base on the throwing error. So now a runner at second for Tillman Pugh, 1 out here, bottom of the 6th. Legends lead 7-2. Wanting to add more runs and cushion this lead even more as the game goes on here because you never know what could happen. Genomes have a lot of offensive power. Swing and miss here from Pugh. And we've seen it before, Ashley. We've seen innings this year against the Legends where the Genomes have put up 7-8 runs in an inning.
That's right. No, yeah, you definitely cannot count out the Genomes hitting squad.
No lead is safe.
Not at all. Not at all.
I mean, even in the major leagues, I've seen teams put 10, 11, 12 runs up in 1 inning, so it can certainly happen here. And that pitch gets away from Rye, and Tio Martinez will get to third base easily, no throw, as the passed ball, I believe that's what we'll call it, Good. Nope, wild pitch. So wild pitch there gets away from Austin Rye, and Teo Martinez takes third base, actually. So now runner on third, one out for the Legends here in the bottom of the sixth.
And this is kind of what you don't want to see from, if you're a Genomes fan, from the Genomes, they're going to have to play all-around ball, which is what they're used to playing. And so, you're making errors like this. We have they have 4 errors?
Yeah, 4 errors tonight.
You can't make those kind of mistakes and expect to come back.
Or get a win, yeah.
Yeah.
Not with 4 errors. This one fouled back. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Tillman Pugh. And, any manager will tell you, 1 error is too many, but they happen. 2 errors is not okay, and anything over that is just going to infuriate a manager, because these are paid professionals, and they don't want to see that 4 in that spot. A lot of games you don't even see an error up there on the board. And swing and a miss here. Joe Henry Herrera threw that 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and Tillman couldn't catch up to it, and that's out number 2. So Courtney Hawkins will come up with a runner on third and 2 outs here.
Yeah, you said he's 5'9". He pitches like he's 6'9".
Yeah, great fastball from him. That 94-mile-an-hour, 95-mile-an-hour fastball gets by you in a hurry when you're 60 feet 6 inches away. But if there's somebody on the roster that can catch up to it, it's this guy right here, Courtney Hawkins. And Hawkins hits this a ton to left center. Is it got the distance? No, sir. They will settle under it and catch it just steps from the warning track. And that will end the 6th inning, folks. We're headed to the top of the 7th. Legends 7, Genomes 2. This is Lexington Legends Baseball on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Welcome back to Wild Hill Field here in Lexington, Kentucky, as the Lexington Legends scored 7 runs in the first 3 innings, and they haven't had to do anything since. Genomes, 2 runs and trying to catch up. New pitcher on the mound for the Legends as the first pitch here hit by Gavin Johns to right center field, and a nice running catch by Tillman Pugh. That's a third great grab I've seen him make tonight. His new pitcher on the mound, Andrew Kramer, replaces David LeBron, and LeBron goes out giving 2 runs and 5 hits. So good work by him.
Yeah, when you're Kramer, you're coming out and that first pitch gets picked up, you're going to want someone like you in your right field to cover that kind of ground. I mean, he really did make a play in that gap.
So Kramer's first pitch, like she just said, hit deep, but Tillman Pugh able to get his back there and make the grab. And now top of the order as Luke Becker steps in and looks at a curveball in there for strike 1 from Andrew Kramer. Kramer, ERA doesn't tell the story. He's got an 18 ERA, but that's through a very small sample size. Crowd enjoying the game tonight. Nice size crowd here for $1 beer and $1 Pepsi night. Andrew's only appeared in 2 games this year. No strikeouts. He didn't. No walks. Did hit a batter, but that ball upstairs and missing. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Luke Becker, the leadoff hitter. Becker tonight 2 for 3. He singled to left and hit a double to right his first time up and struck out once. And now the count full 3-2 to the former University of Kentucky star. Here's a payoff from Kramer. He kicks and fires, and this one hit up straight into the air. Montrell Marshall going back towards the foul side, and Montrell makes a nice grab for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down so far for Kramer here in the top of the 7th inning. And Chris Shaw will come to the plate. And this will be his 4th trip to the plate tonight.
You're right about that ERA for Kramer. It does not tell a story. We've only seen 2 innings pitched in those 2 games.
Yeah. So Chris Shaw coming up. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He was walked once, struck out once. He calls time, steps into the box, and says, okay, I'm ready. And Kramer kicks and fires. First pitch here misses outside, ball 1. And that pitch in there, fired fastball, misses 86 miles an hour. Andrew Kramer, 6'6", 235. Born in 1996. That pitch gets by Cotto, the new catcher out there, Gabriel Cotto. Now, his birthday is next Wednesday, Ashley. So Andrew Kramer will have a birthday next Wednesday. He will turn 26 years old. He was signed by the Legends back in June. Then he was released a month later, and now he's been re-signed as of August 18th. He kicks and fires this pitch, and that one in there for a strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike now to Chris Shaw. Shaw thought he had a walk. He was ready to throw his bat and head to first. So he only pitched for 4 days, and they released him this year, and they just signed him back today. And that pitch inside to Shaw, and he'll draw a walk for the 2nd time tonight on 5 pitches this time. Last time on 4 straight pitches.
I'm sure that Kramer, for his debut back with the Legends, is trying to get out of this inning. We've got 2 outs right now. Another big hitter, so he's going to have I want to say a difficult time. You would say top of this lineup.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 hitters here, and now Clayton Melbauer will come in to pinch hit. So he will face the infielder Melbauer, who is in Johenry Herrera's spot because Herrera came in and Davis left. But he will bat in Johenry Herrera's spot in the order here as Jimmy Paredes waits in the on-deck circle. And the first pitch here missing, ball 1.
You have to wonder, too, about some of these talk back and forth with Cotto and Kramer. You know, he's new back. Cotto's new for us as well. So
Great point.
I'm sure they've got some things to work out. You know, even with their professional experience.
Yeah, and just figuring out the signs, and you know, like you said, it's a new pitcher. You don't know what he can throw. You know, what are his best pitches? You know, you got to work out the signs, and especially when the signs change, because when a pitcher's on the mound, they have their signs, but when somebody gets on base, sometimes they change the signs up. So you never know. So now 3-0 again. And that pitch looked like it might have been in there, but no, ball 4. And so he's walked 2 batters in a row here to put runners on first and second. And now Coach is going to come out and have a word with his pitcher, who came in throwing really well, got the first 2 up, 2 down, and since then, though, has walked 2 batters. So just settle him down. Remember, it's his first date back. He didn't pitch at all in July or at all this month in August until today, and he was just re-signed today. So this is his first time back in the lineup since June. So they were probably just saying to him, hey, we know you haven't been out here in a while, but settle down. Throw them things they can hit. That's what you got fielders for. And let's get out of this inning and bring our lineup back to the plate. So he's going to try and do that. And while he does that, though, this is not the guy you want to have to do that with, as Jimmy Paredes is homered tonight, and he comes to the plate with 2 on, and a swing of the bat here could make it a 2-run game. So Paredes steps in, the switch hitter, and he'll be batting from the left side once again here. And that pitch in there for a strike. So strike 1 to Paredes. 84-mile-an-hour pitch. It's the outside corner. It's 0-1. Moises Sierra in the on-deck circle. Felix P.A. is in the hole. Paredes hits a rocket, broken bat to second, but picked up by Hunt, fired to Tejeda, and that'll end the inning, Ashley.
Put everything on that one.
Absolutely. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th inning. Legends 7, Genomes 2. We'll be back in the middle of the inning to talk to you on camera in just a few minutes. Tell me when you're ready. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Wild Hill Field in Lexington, Kentucky. I'm Steve Tressler. There's Ashley Grigsby right there. Ashley making her debut tonight, and we've seen a great game out of the Legends tonight, Ashley. Going to get the series sweep, hopefully, here in 2.5 innings. We'll know what's been the story of the game for you so far.
I have to say it's David LeBron. You know, he went 6 innings, 5 runs, 2 hits, and, you know, you couldn't expect more out of a pitcher.
2 runs, 5 hits, helped by 4 errors from the Genomes, right? But his team gave him 7 runs. Nice cushion for him as he went out. So Legends lead here 7-2. Genomes trying to get back into this thing. Legends looking to get the series sweep. Genomes trying to keep themselves alive in this wild card race. So this is a big game for them as well, and probably here on out. Only 30 days left in the season.
Absolutely. No, the Genomes, with this series, the Legends have knocked the Genomes kind of out of that first, wild card spot. So, yes, this is definitely a key game for them. Every game matters at this point.
All right. Thank you, Ashley. We'll be right back with live action right after this. you go. Good job. Yeah, absolutely. Bottom of the 7th inning, Lexington Legends lead here 7-2, and hoping to add more here to get a little bit more of a cushion. Isaiah Tejeda comes into the game. As he steps in, Legends, like Ashley said, the story today, David LeBron, 2 runs on 5 hits through 6 innings. You can't fault him for a bad start because he gave you everything. As Gabriel Moya enters the game, he replaces Johendry Herrera. And Tejeda, 1 ball, no strikes. And that one in there, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Tejeda, 240, 19 home runs, 60 RBIs. He does have home run power, as we have talked about. Moya looks in. Out of the stretch, the left-hander. Delivers the 1-1. Tejeda pops it up into the air, shallow right field. Everybody racing towards the ball. And did they get it? All right, so it looks like Sierra somehow made that catch. So credit Moises Sierra, the right fielder, with the out.
He's excited about that because he really ran that down, and I don't blame him.
Great effort.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Phillip Irvin will come back up to the plate here with 1 out. Montrell Marshall in the on-deck circle.
Phillip's last at bat, he lined out. Second baseman Jimmy Braden.
Let's see if he can straighten things out here and try to get that ball in the gap. And Irvin hits this deep left center field, going back towards the crush zone. Forget about it. Home run, Phillip Irvin, as he jacks Gabriel Moya all the way out of here for home run number 13 of the season. And the former Cincinnati Red rounds the bases, and that gives the Legends an 8-2 lead, Ashley. As the light show continues.
Gotta love to see that. The way he hit that right over that crush zone, and it is far. That was no doubter.
And now Montrell Marshall comes back up, and Marshall has homered himself tonight. So Irvin hits home run number 13 of the season, and now Montrell comes up to bat here and looks at a first pitch, 87-mile-an-hour fastball from Moya. The Legends have shown up to play this series, and little Guardado on the mound, Gabriel Moya from Venezuela. This one chopped by Marshall back to the pitcher, but the catcher, Austin Rice, steps in and grabs it and throws, and they get him on the ground out. So Marshall grounds out, and that'll bring Manuel Geraldo back to the plate.
Yeah, I would say that's probably not the thing that Mark is looking for. He definitely legged it out. Just maybe to see if they could force an error on that play. Work out well that time.
So the home run by Irvin gives them an 8-2 lead, and now 2 outs for Manuel Geraldo, who steps in to face Little Guardado. Now, I have met Gabriel Moya, his wife and his 2 children, and what a beautiful family he's got. They are at the game sometimes. And this one caught by Moises Sierra. He came a long way to make that catch. Should have been a center fielder's catch, but Moises called everybody off, made the grab, and not celebrating as much that time as I think he's probably winded and left his hat behind him. But that's after 7 innings of play here. It's been Legends all the way and still is as they lead 8-2. We're headed to the 8th inning, folks. Legends 8, Genomes 2. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Wild Hill Field here in Lexington, Kentucky. I'm Steve Tressler with Ashley Grigsby, and Legends have put 8 runs up on the board tonight to the Genomes 2. And stepping in here is Moises Sierra for the 4th time tonight. He's 1 for 3, and he's facing Andrew Kramer.
Let's talk about, getting that last out and then being up to bat. Good to go again.
Yeah. And that one missing. Yeah, I have a theory that 30% of every game, the person who makes the last out in the field or makes the play in the field will be the first batter up. And that pitch upstairs, and now the count 2 balls, 1 strike to Sierra. Sierra and Tillman Pugh, you were saying at the break, were having a little competition of who can make the best running grab out there in right field, and they both have made some fantastic defensive plays.
Oh, yeah, they've been everywhere. Just, across the field, up, down, everywhere. So, yeah, it's almost like anything you can do, I can do better.
Yeah, some one-upsmanship between the 2 fielders. And that one in there for a strike. And the 3-1 count now full at 3-2 to Moises Sierra. Kramer's settling down, it seems like. Felix PA in the on-deck circle. Here's the payoff pitch, and that one chopped foul back over towards the Genomes dugout, so the count stays full, 3-2.
Yeah, Kramer does look like he's settling in, and he's also really necessary right now for this Legends bullpen. His relief right now is really, really important.
Now, you got that right. He is very necessary, that's for sure. And that ball in the dirt, so he will take first base here. And the leadoff batter for the Genomes is on. And walks can haunt you, so I wouldn't give him too many of those before I got somebody going in the bullpen if I was the manager. So leadoff batter on, and Felix P.A. steps in. 1 on, nobody out here, top of the 8th inning at Wild Health Field. And P.A. hits this a ton. My goodness, if that would have been fair, he would have had a 2-run shot, and this Legends lead would have been cut in half, but it is foul. Don't forget, tomorrow night is the mystery giveaway, but no mystery. They've been advertising it. The Lexington Legends are giving out a bobblehead tomorrow night. Macy Morris, the former University of Kentucky basketball star for the Kentucky Wildcats hoops team, gets her own bobblehead, and you can come out tomorrow night and see her and get one of the bobbleheads. Plus, Saturday night's fireworks night, and then Superhero Sunday after that. So come join us for all the action this weekend as Staten Island comes into town for a 3-game series. This pitch down low to PA in the dirt, so 2 balls and 1 strike now. Yuri Perez in the on-deck circle.
You mentioned that Sunday is going to be superhero night. I will say that for the first time this season, Storm will return.
Oh, cool. And PA hits this one straight up into the air, and Cotto tried to make the play there, and it literally hit the first row. Very rarely do you see the ball go over the net and right into the first row, and somehow that one did it. I don't know how they didn't catch that ball. There are people sitting right there. Everybody ran from that ball, but at least somebody ended up with a souvenir. Now,
It's really hard to judge those foul balls, especially even though after you had a few Pepsis.
yeah, you got that right. So after the game tonight, the Genomes head to South Maryland for a 3-game series with the Blue Crabs, and the Legends will stay at home for a 3-game series with Staten Island. And then they flip-flop. Staten Island stays in town to play the Genomes, and they come back for that 3-game series, and the Legends hit the road. So the Legends have the weekend series, and then they hit the road, and Staten Island is their opponent, and Staten Island will stay here in Lexington for 3 more against the Genomes. Kelsey Whitmore, a Staten Island player, will be here for the 3-game series beginning tomorrow night, and Felix P.A. draws the walk. So now, once again, 2 batters are walked by Andrew Kramer, and that's not a good sign as they have 2 on.
Yeah, no, that's the second walk for PA tonight.
And the 4th walk for Kramer through 2 innings. So not even. Yeah, I mean, 4th walk through 1 inning pitched. So it may be time to get a pitcher up there, and they do, as there's a Legends player now warming up in the bullpen, and Austin Rice steps up in the on-deck circle, and at the plate here is Perez. He hits one to straightaway center field. It'll bounce in front for a base hit, and now the bases are loaded. Boy, walks can haunt you. Now, instead of just having a runner on first, you've got bases loaded for your catcher, Austin Rye.
Someone once told me that, the baseball gods do not allow you to continue to walk batters, and I feel like, even where that dropped, I've seen Tillman Pugh make that, that catch, even though it's extraordinary.
And that's right, because it's just a numbers game. You can only get away with walking so many batters before it comes back to haunt you. Yeah. And this one hits straight away left field. And is it going to have the room? And it's a grand slam home run, and it's a 2-run game. That is what we're talking about, folks. Walks will haunt you, and they have done it here, as what would have been a 2-run home run is a grand slam home run with the bases loaded and nobody out.
Yeah,
and it's 8-6.
Yeah, they can't get a reliever out here fast enough.
And that is going to have to be all for Andrew Kramer as they change out pitchers. We'll take a quick break. This is Lexington Legends Baseball on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Welcome back to Wild Health Field here in Lexington, Kentucky. Henry Owens will come into the game to replace Andrew Kramer, and it's an 8-6 game as the Grand Slam home run has pulled this game within 2. Now it's a close game, which was once a blowout. And this one, first pitch from Owens is hit to center field, and it's going to be caught for out number 1 by Martinez out in center field. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That's a better sign as we are coming off the tail of an Austin Rye Grand Slam home run, his 7th home run of the season.
And boy, was that wasn't a hit. You know, the Legends hate to see it. I saw Courtney Hawkins' reaction back there when he couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
But watch it beat out. But great play by center field right there, Martinez, to get that first out.
So 1 out, Luke Becker. Now he'll bat for the left side of the plate since he's facing the left-handed Henry Owens. You can close the book on Kramer. And the first pitch here is upstairs, ball 1, as the fastball at 88 miles an hour that time from Owens misses. Chris Shaw in the on-deck circle. Gabriel Moya in the hole. And this one's popped up. Should be playable over there at first base for Tejeda. And it is, and that's out number 2. So 3 pitches, 2 outs. You can't write it up better than that. And Chris Shaw will come up as the Genomes doing everything they can to keep it going here. Lancaster won their game. And what's going on over there in York? Lancaster won their game. High Point's killing Charleston right now, you said? So Lancaster won their game. Charleston. What? Okay, so Lancaster lost their game, but High Point is beating Charleston 12-0 in the 8th. So if the Genomes lose here, they'll be a full game back. If they win, they'll be a half game up, or they'll be tied for the wild card spot. 1 ball, no strikes. That first pitch from Owens misses. 2 outs. Top of the 8th inning here, 8-6, Legends. And that one misses as well. 2 balls, no strikes. Moya on deck. Jimmy Paredes in the hole. And it doesn't look like Moya is going to bat. The pitcher, Little Guardado. And Demetrius Moore looks to be warming up in the on-deck circle. Here's the 2-0 from Owens as he kicks and fires. And that one looked pretty good, and it is strike 1.
It's good to see Owens throw that strike. You know, he's not too far down in the count, and so he's not in too bad a position right now to take a shot.
And the 2-1 here, now count even up at 2 balls, 2 strikes, and that's why, you know, what you just said is important, right? He's got to get that first strike. You got to get strike 1 before you can get strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Chris Shaw, who's walked twice tonight, but is 0 for 2 as he's also struck out and flied out. And that one looked really good. And ball 3, so full count now to Chris Shaw. Normally you see him at first base. Sometimes he's out in left field. 3-2, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Owens from the stretch. And here's the payoff as he kicks and fires. And Shaw chops this one over to Tejeda. He picks it up, throws to Owens. He'll cover the bag, and that's the inning. But the Genomes get 4 runs on a grand slam home run by Austin Rye, his 7th of the year. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Legends 8, the Genomes 6, and now we've got a close game, folks. We'll be back with more Lexington Legends baseball on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Welcome back to Wild Hill Field here in Lexington, Kentucky. Lexington Legends lead 8-6 through 7.5. And now Gabriel Cotto comes to the plate. And he'll try to get things going here as the Legends need to tack on some insurance runs, I think, just for Ashley to feel okay. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little.
You're a little stressed.
I am feeling a little stressed right now. You know what I'm saying? I got my mind still thinking about Jorgen right now. You know, Pete went out. So,
Yeah.
You know, with Cotto in here, and a lot resting on his shoulders right now. You know, just to get some more insurance runs.
Yeah. So swing and a miss there. It's 0-2 quickly to Cotto as Little Guardado back out on the mound as he didn't have to come up and bat. And Gabriel Moya, like I said before, he's got a beautiful family. His wife is usually here with her, with his little boy and their little baby girl, and they take the game in sometimes here, and it's always good to talk to them. And his dad knows his son knows his dad's name is Little Guardado. He told me his dad was Poco Guardado, and said okay. So always good to see them when they're here. And now the count 1-2 strikes to Cotto. He is 0 for tonight, and swinging a miss here, and he strikes out. And the 1-2 fastball gets by him at 87.
Now we're looking at 3 games, 7 at-bats, no hits for Cotto right now.
Yeah, hitless, but he was hit by a pitch in one of those and did reach base. I think walked twice as well. Is that right? So he's not. You're not even in a critical stage where you can call it, anything serious just yet. So he just signed on. He hasn't had a big enough sample size. And bunt shown that time by Trey Hunt, but he pulls it back and still strike called there as the pitch right over the middle for strike one. Nobody on, 1 out. Bottom of the 8th inning. Legends have led the whole way here tonight as they hope to get the 3-game sweep of the Genomes. Swing and a miss here, and that's something they haven't done this year, Ashley. 30 games, they're split. 19 wins for the Genomes, 11 for the Legends. And, it seems like a huge number, but like we talked about, it's really a 4-game difference because 4 more wins for the Legends, and it's, split right down the middle. So the Legends with a win here tonight can gain even more ground on this Genomes team, which has really controlled this series. And swinging a miss here as Moya gets another strikeout with that 87-mile-an-hour fastball, and that's out number 2.
And I think it's actually a bit bigger than that for the Legends right now. I'm trying to look through quickly for their record, but I'm not sure that the Legends have actually won 3 games in a row this season. So this is bigger than just the Genomes itself. I feel like this is a momentum shift for the Legends in that second half.
Well, this would be huge for them to get that 3-game win streak going. And the first pitch here to Martinez in there for strike 1. As Ashley just told you, they may not have won 3 games in a row this year, and we're going to get the stats team on that one right now and figure it out. That's a good place to go right here. And this one hit up the middle by Martinez, but cut off and fired over to first, and that will end the inning as Paredes throws to Shaw. Folks, that's 8 innings in the books now, and the Legends, all they have to do is get out of the top of the 9th with 3 outs, and they've got a 3-game sweep of the Genomes. We'll find out if they can do it right after this. This is Lexington Legends Baseball on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Demetrius Moore will lead things off with the Genomes. He was a hero last week at this time in the 9th inning against the Legends. Can he do it again? We're about to find out as he looks at strike one from Henry Owens. Owens trying to secure the save here. He'll face the meat of the lineup in Demetrius Moore, Jimmy Paredes, and Moises Sierra.
Yeah, Demetrius Moore is going to be, all these batters are going to be a problem, I would say, just because they're so familiar with this ballpark as well. You can see them even, warming up all the time. They're always here. So, you have to consider all of these batters a threat.
Yeah, I mean, this is their home field, even for both teams. So both teams are very comfortable here. This one fouled back by Moore in count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. And I'd be remiss without saying hello to Rita Franklin, Demetrius' mother, who's watching. So Demetrius stole home versus the Legends and tied the game up in the 9th and had a game-winning walk-off RBI in the 10th in a series with the Legends just a week ago. A lot more work to do here as they trail 8-6, top of the 9th inning. And the 1-2 pitch here from Owens missing. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Demetrius. 237 average, a home run, 20 RBIs for Moore.
He's definitely a difference maker, I'd say, and just hearing from the players I know that I talked to from both sides of this ball field, well loved.
Here's a 2-2. That one missing. Count full now, 3-2. So, Ashley, if you look at the innings breakdown, after 3 innings, the Legends were leading 7-0. Since the 3rd inning, since the 4th inning on, the Genomes are winning this game 6-1.
That's right. That's what the numbers say, and you can't deny that. I feel like the Legends need to just lock in if they're gonna hold this lead through the game.
Well, they only need 3 outs. They got a full count here on Demetrius Moore. And if they can get 3 outs, they'll do just that. It just goes to show you, it's a numbers game. Through 3 innings, Legends 7-0. Since the 3rd inning, though, it's 6-1 in favor of the Genomes, but that doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the final out and who's winning at that point. And that pitch on 3-2, a fastball sailing way outside, and Demetrius Moore gets the walk, and he's at first base. So the leadoff batter's on, and a guy who's hit a home run tonight over the Pepsi party deck comes back to the plate, Jimmy Paredes. He hit that one right-handed. Now he'll bat from the left side of the plate to face the left-handed Henry Owens. So the tying run at the plate, Ashley.
That's when I start getting nervous right now.
So the Genomes doing everything they can to make this an exciting game. And the first pitch here from Owens, upstairs, ball 1, 89 miles an hour. Looked like the same pitch he just threw to Demetrius Moore in the same location as well.
Yeah, Henry Owens was last year's first to 100 for strikeouts, I believe. And, so I feel like I'm hoping he taps back into some of that.
This one hits straight up into the air. Courtney Hawkins not moving because Montrell Marshall's going to grab it, as it's a lot closer to third base than left field, and Montrell makes the catch, and that's out number 1. So a very dangerous Jimmy Paredes will take a seat after popping out, and you can tell he's frustrated with himself. But you've got 3 hitters in a row here, all that were major league hitters, and all had good major league careers, not just touched the major leagues, played. And Moises Sierra, Felix Pie, and Jimmy Paredes. And then Yuri Perez, who's had a great game tonight after that. So it's not going to be an easy track no matter who's on the mound.
No, not at all. And Moises Sierra has 6 home runs on the season. He's primed up for his 7th right now. He's going to be a batter that's not going to go down easy anyway. So, I think Henry Owens has, he's going to have to pitch.
He's got his hands full.
He's got his hands full, absolutely, with Moises Sierra and this lineup.
Sierra 279 batter, but that OPS 830, he gets on base, and swing and a miss here. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Sierra. And Felix PA is on deck. PA hit a 385-foot ball foul his last time up before reaching. This one missing, and it's 2 balls, 1 strikes now. Not strikes, but 2 balls, 1 strike, I should say. It's better if you enunciate, but you get to the 9th inning, it gets tougher and tougher.
Looking at Cotto for that blocked ball, that's definitely good to see from the catcher.
This one gets away from him here, and the runner's going to advance. So Moore moves to second on the wild pitch. And now the tying run at the plate.
Again, like I was saying, there's not much that Cotto can do about that. I saw that in the last pitch, Henry Owens kind of took ownership of, hey, I saw that was in the dirt. The next one was up high. Cotto couldn't catch that. Led to the runner being in scoring position.
So now Owens behind here, 3 balls, 1 strike, in danger of walking the tying run as the winning run would come to the plate, or the go-ahead run, I should say, not winning run. And this one hit hard to left center field, and it drops in for a base hit and gets by the center fielder and to the wall. Courtney Hawkins grabs it and throws it in. Moore scores, and Tio Martinez came up to make the catch but could not, and Moises Sierra will have a double. And now the tying run on second, and the go-ahead run comes to the plate for the Genomes. And that's going to be all for Henry Owens. We just finished saying how dangerous this batting order is, as you've got 3 guys who played deep years in the major leagues coming up to face Henry Owens, and now they're going to send Owens out of here. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with more Legends Baseball. The conclusion of this game maybe when we get back. This is Lexington Legends Baseball on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Felix PA will step in, 1 on, 1 out, top of the 9th. And Yuris Rosario on the mound. So they take Owens out. Rosario will take his place. Rosario throws in the upper 90s with that fastball. He'll face the left-handed PA here. PA is the go-ahead run. He fouls off the first pitch here. A 94-mile-an-hour fastball for strike 1, Ashley.
That's right. And, looking at Rosario's pitch use right now, he he pitched for the Legends the 11th, 13th. He pitched the 16th, the 17th, and now today. They're really getting some work out of him.
This pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rosario, great fastball. The right-hander from Venezuela. Made it all the way to the AAA level for the Chicago Cubs. Only 27 years old. That one in there, fastball, 95 miles an hour, fouled off by Felix PA, and that's strike 2. 10-year difference between these two guys. Rosario 27, PA 37.
Yeah, you're talking about speed. One of his track speeds, 98, is the highest track for Rosario.
Yeah, he's bringing some gas as he kicks and fires. This one striking out Felix PA, a swing and a miss, and that is the ever-important out number 2.
And I just said that he can pitch as high as, as 98, and then that, bring it down 89.
And that was the changeup at 89, because his fastball has already hit 95 since he walked in. And now, Yuri Perez is the last hope for the Genomes as he looks at the first pitch. Ball 1, fastball, 96 from Rosario. And he is the last-ditch effort, at least for now.
His last at-bat, Perez singled on a fly ball to center field.
Oh, and he's hit with a pitch from Rosario, a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Rosario from the Dominican Republic. And that one, boy, that was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that hit Yuri Perez. And runners at first and second now. Trainer coming out to have a look. Looked like he was headed towards Rosario for a second there. I'm glad he did not. These two teams don't need another dust-up.
Yeah, I was getting nervous as he wasn't walking that base path. He definitely turned in towards the mound a bit. But he wore it 96 miles per hour.
He sure did. So Yuri Perez on base after being hit by a pitch from Rosario, a fastball at 96. And now with 2 on, the tying run at second, the go-ahead run at first, and the guy that hit the grand slam home run just a couple innings ago comes to the plate. Can he do it again and put them up 1 run? Can he give them a 3-run shot here as well and put them up 9-8? Or will Rosario get the final out and give the Legends a 3-game sweep over the Genomes? Well, the first pitch misses, 96 miles an hour from Rosario. Ball 1. High drama in Lexington, Kentucky. There is no wind. It is 9:56, August 18th, 2022. That pitch missing inside as well. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners at first and second. Austin Rye hit home run number 7th in the 7th. Actually, in the 8th, he hit home run number 7. A grand slam that pulled this game within 2 runs. Swing and a miss here. Rosario got him on an 83-mile-an-hour changeup.
A lot of action happening from the
Yeah.
fans right now.
And $1 beer night, little chug contest going on in row 1 and row 2. I bet they have no idea there's a baseball game going on right now. And that's okay. We're glad you're having fun. But the Kentucky Office Highway Safety would like to remind you to drive sober or get pulled over. Here's the 1-1, or the 2-1. That one misses outside, and now Rye way ahead, 3 balls and 1 strikes in the count. And Rosario missing the mark here and in danger of putting Rye at first base, and that would load the bases up. And Gavin Johns, a very dangerous hitter, coming to the plate, and after him, Luke Becker, the top of the order. So you want to try and get this guy if you can. This one hit hard, but shallow, and that is it. A 3-game series sweep for the Lexington Legends as the catch by Tio Martinez seals the victory. And the Legends, 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors. The Genomes, 7 runs, 8 hits, 4 errors tonight, Ashley.
Yeah, the Legends managed to pull that off. Help with David, LeBron. You gotta love to see that for the Legends coming in on their home field and pulling off that win over the Genomes.
A 3-game sweep of the Genomes, and something you don't see a lot of from any team in the league, and it's certainly been something that the Legends have had trouble to get. They get it here tonight. How does that feel for them as they welcome Staten Island in tomorrow?
I think it's a really good look. You always want to have momentum when you come into any game situation, and the Legends are definitely riding some momentum coming while they're inviting in Staten Island, I'll say. And obviously hats off to the Genomes. They're a worthy opponent. Like they did not lay down in any of these games.
No.
I'm surprised they did not take it into extra innings. I'm grateful for the Legends for that account, but they're an all-around awesome team, and so this was definitely a well-fought, earned win for the Legends tonight.
All 3 games went into the last inning 1-run games, and all 3 games the Legends have come out on top, and that's great to see. Kelsey Whitmore and the Staten Island Fairy Hawks come in tomorrow. It's also, is it Women's Appreciation Night tomorrow night?
It is Women's Appreciation Night tomorrow night. Yeah.
So Macy Morris bobblehead, Ashley Grigsby will be the public address announcer. And Ashley, want to thank you publicly for joining me here in the booth tonight and getting on the mic and doing the analyst work. How did you feel?
I felt good. I feel like I've had, I'm a fan of the Legends and a Legends fan. I think
You're a homer.
I am. So it shows through a little bit. So when things got tight.
Looked like you were about to pop a few times, and you turned your mic off. Sure.
I was definitely feeling that. So yeah, but
So I think you need to come up and do a game with me when the Genomes are playing, and you don't have so much, emotional attachment to the game. But yeah, I think you did a great job tonight. And again, thanks for coming in.
You were a great mentor today, just kind of coaching me through everything. So I truly do appreciate all of your support and just for inviting me out to do this. It's been so much fun.
Absolutely. And any final thoughts?
No, just go Legends.
All right. Well, thank you so much to Ashley. Hey, I want to thank everybody on our crew. Bill Sally, our public address announcer. Will Painter, a.k.a. DJ Picasso, was our DJ tonight. Logan Weiler was on the video board. Sam Wallace-Smith, home plate camera operator. Judith Drake and Adam Morrison, our technical directors. Thank you so much to them as well. I want to thank Hugh Davis, our official scorer. Dave Kaplan, although he smells like cabbage, we still love him, and he was our official stringer tonight. Thanks, Dave. That's a little inside joke between me and Dave, because what did I smell like to you, Dave? Al Davis, because I'm a Raiders fan. That's right. Hey, that smells like winning to me, and that's what the Legends did here tonight. They won again, 3 straight over the Kentucky Wild Elk Genomes. We'll be back tomorrow, Women's Appreciation Night. Ashley Grigsby will be the public address announcer. I will be on the call for the game on YouTube tomorrow. Macy Morris will be here for Macy Morris bobblehead night. So please join us as they begin a 3-game series with the Staten Island Fairy Hawks. Kelsey Whitmore, who is a contributor on their team, a female, is also playing on their team, and that is something special to come and witness as well. So come by, bring your family tomorrow night, get a bobblehead. For Ashley Grigsby and the rest of our team, I'm Steve Tressler. The final tonight, the Lexington Legends 8, the Kentucky Wild Elk Genomes 7. That's all for this time. Until next time, have a great time, everybody. Good night, and go Legends.